Hello everyone, and welcome to the Hyperbolic BurgerMilk Lounge. I'm here. I'm Duuglay. As you may know, this is our fourth episode. We took a little break, but I'm also, we know things just happen. We get a little busy, and I'm also joined with my co-host,
Christian Dilorean, guys. What's poppin'? Life happens. We're all victim to it, but we here.
Yes, I try to make things a constant thing, but things happen. It's summertime now, so we can probably get back on some type of schedule. We really don't have a starter question today, but I'm just going to ask. So, Christian, how you been doing?
Dude, I've been doing pretty good, man.
Free of corruption.
Just been low-key, keeping everything close to chest. Ears always to the streets, so we do have a bunch of cool little topics to go over today. And I guess that'll kind of explain the question a little bit. So you'd be like, all right, at least these guys are still having, somewhat of a life involved in, the content. But we definitely want to kind of get this. I want to personally have no less than at least one episode every 2 weeks. I think that's kind of dope.
A bi-weekly schedule at least. Yeah. That way we can stay up to date. Try to, give our opinions and things. Yeah. By the time, some of the news might be a little old, but you still haven't heard our skew on it.
Yeah. The turnaround is definitely one thing I want to up on this. I'm actually going to try to get this done. So if you're listening and watching it now, good people you. And if you're listening to this on our traditional platforms, hopefully this is less than 3 days old as far as the recording. So that's definitely the goal. I'm trying to get it down to no later than a 48-hour turnaround from the actual tape. Then if that's the case, then who knows? We may actually get down to weekly.
Yeah. I got plenty of time in my schedule for it, so.
One down, one to go.
But so how we gonna start it? We're definitely playing. So in case you guys didn't know, we're playing a new game this week. It's pretty much the perfect game to play about focusing on everything we're gonna talk about. The game is Marvel Heroes. It's like a Omega beta at the moment. It's going to be on the PlayStation 4. And it's pretty much Marvel Ultimate Alliance online. And we're pretty much going to hit y'all with a bunch of Marvel news. Because pretty much May was marvelous as fuck. And a lot of shit was going on.
Yes, it was. A lot of stuff happened. We missed reporting on all of it. But we're going to try to keep you guys
It's an honor, Your Highness.
But what do you want to start with first? You just want to jump right into the first actual movie we're going to talk about?
Yeah, we can. Last time we left you guys off with a summer movie preview. So hopefully, if you guys haven't heard that, go check it out. We're definitely going to talk about all the movies in that list as they come out. But more specifically, we're going to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Volume 2. If you guys haven't seen that. So pretty much, how do you feel about that? Because I think we both saw that shit, on some day one shit.
Yeah, I saw it on, I think, Saturday, but still, it's pretty much it.
Right.
But how I feel about it, I think it's equal, if not better than the first one, which is the best thing you can say about the sequel, period.
Yeah. Me personally, like I said, Guardians, for some reason, I don't know why, Guardians fall in this weird kind of category. I know the first one was really important because it actually had an Infinity Stone in it. And it is dealing with the cosmos, it's more cosmic level Avengers, and it's, Thanos is directly connected to Gamora and shit like that. And, he's the big bad that we're pretty much building up to. While I don't know, I kind of feel like the movie was not to say pointless, but I guess it didn't need to happen, and I guess that kind of shows because I think they just had the intentions for the first one, and then the first one did good, so they're like, oh well, shit, let's make a second one. We need to cover more of their backstory. So this movie definitely is more of I would say a one-off than those.
I understand what you're trying to say. I definitely get it. I feel this one was definitely a more personal story.
Yeah.
It was more character driven than a plot.
Exactly. But then again, I think about it, and it still wasn't a bad movie, like all things considered. So so once I take away, because like I said, like once you get involved with these Marvel movies, I don't know, you kind of just want to see like the big picture and how they all connect. But also, with that still being said, you know, the movie was still actually pretty dope. You finally get to, and by the way, spoilers ahead. It's been at least a couple weeks, so yeah, we'll have time steps. Skip ahead if you don't want to get spoiled on Guardians. But you know, like they said, we did get to see Star-Lord's fucking dad finally, which was, you know, awesome as fuck. So that's pretty much what the whole story was about. Like, you know, more Star-Lord's dad, because you know you found out that Star-Lord isn't 100% human. He's like a mixed species person. So that's kind of
they at the end of the first movie they definitely alluded to that, but they didn't like. I think it was the Nova Corps on Xandar. They were saying like you see your DNA, and this is definitely a special mix of DNA or whatever. They said, but it's something ancient. So here we get to actually figure out that
I am no beast
that
of
was
burden.
a Celestial, which blew my mind because it's definitely a diversion from the comics, most definitely.
Yeah, so pretty much, I don't know, like, you'll see the movie and it will make sense, but his dad is like, yeah, he's a Celestial, and he's like he's a planet himself, and I don't know, I think that's what's, like, regardless of anything, I think that's what's dope about the Guardian movies, even, like, the Thor movies, that's where you really expand your mind as far as, you know, everything that's going on, and, like, because, you know, everything up until, like, you know, Iron Man was the most fantastical thing we had. And even at its core, it's just a man who's really good at science. So just seeing, like, you know, how they, you know, spice the mythos into, like, different kind of ways is dope. So, yeah, his dad's pretty much a planet whose goal is to... Yeah, he's like a living planet. And he can, like, manifest himself in human form, or any kind of form, really. And this nigga's pretty much a slut in the 70s or 60s or whatever. And, you know,
basically.
he's just a head-ass planet trying to get a nut. And
that's pretty much what it was. He was just spreading his seed everywhere.
Yes.
And that's another thing I wanted to talk about, because at the very beginning, like, you see him, and he's basically, like, just a brain floating in space, which was trippy as hell to me. I was like, okay. But then he started forming other things around him and stuff. I was like, okay. And in the comics, I know Celestials are supposed to be these ancient beings. Like, before the beginning of the universe. Like, they were there at the beginning of the universe. Like, they're not quite, they're like above Galactus when it comes to the comics. But since there's no Galactus here, they're basically their own super beings, you know? And that's pretty cool, you know? Because in the first movie, we did see a Celestial in the first movie.
That was Collector, right?
When they're at the Collector's palace, and also Nowhere, the place where they actually met the Collector, what took place inside of the Collector's head. All the mining colonies, that's where they were taken basically out of all that celestial material and stuff. So I was like, okay, it brings it back around. Yeah, something that's kind of familiar, but, you know, we don't know everything about. So, yeah, in this movie, it definitely had a theme of, like fathers, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that's the main thing I took away from, like, fathers and heritage. Because, you know, we had Gamora dealing with her, you know, father dealing with her family. I guess, yeah, family. More than father, just family. Dealing with who you are, what it means to be a man, you know?
Exactly.
That was definitely the main theme of the movie. You get to see Gamora and Nebula deal with their problems. You see,
let's just get a new one.
who was it? Yondu.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that was a big part of the movie.
Yeah, he's pretty much like Star-Lord's real dad type shit, you know what I mean?
He's like, he may have been your father, but I'm your daddy, boy.
Yeah.
That part right there had me die. But it was true. It was very true. And like, the whole reason why people are still wondering, why didn't he take him to Ego? Well, you know, you can tell between Peter and Yondu, they had the exact same. They were using the exact same excuse, like it was almost rehearsed. Like that's what Yondu's been telling him since the beginning. Oh, he was little, he could fit in the small places, and he's good for feet or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But
even the best of
ultimately, it was just Yondu hiding his actual true intentions. He didn't want nothing to happen to Peter, which is noble in itself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's too tough and hardcore to be, you know, noble and shit. You know what I mean? But
right.
But ultimately, you know, he actually has a heart, Grinch ass nigga, and you know he wanted to protect him because you know he made that connection, and he was actually working for Eco, so he knew what was happening to all the other kids. I don't know exactly what. So what was he just like? Was he just feeding off his own kid's life force or some shit? Like what was that all about?
I think, in my idea, because he was trying to find somebody who could like basically carry on his that had the same power to be able to control that light, because that's how Ego was able to form that shit around himself, like the actual planet around his main brain. So he was trying to like spread it, and he was. I'm thinking the other kids just didn't have that gene to where they could control the light like Peter did, because Peter could control it right away. Like in the first 15 minutes of being on that planet, he was able to forge stuff and build things, which was a funny line in there. He's like, "I'm gonna build some weird shit." But like I'm guessing all the other combinations or they didn't really carry that celestial like blood in them correctly. They just were just, so I'm guessing Ego just must have just sucked them off, or just sucked the life force off of them, I guess.
It was like, let me just take your life real quick. Yeah, right? Which is pretty hardcore, but like I said, like coming from his mind space, like, you know, everything's so exposable. You know, he's just like lived for so long. It's just like, it's no big deal. I think he was just a hoe out in the universe.
Basically, he was just trying to find a successor, and he found a successor. But then, at that point, when he's like and there's plenty of Easter eggs in there. That movie is back to the brim with Easter eggs. Shit, I didn't even mention like Sylvester Stallone. You get to see Yondu's old Ravager crew.
Yeah, they're like the original Ravengers, or what are they? The original Guardians or some shit like that. That was pretty cool.
They were the original Guardians when it comes to the comics. The version we got in the movie, those dudes, they had just came around. I think around like in the early 2000s. They basically did them for the comics. So like the original Guardians was Yondu. I guess his name's Starhawk, the guy who Stallone played. I think they did a good job with that. Like Sylvester Stallone, he's not the best actor, but when you get him with a good director like James Gunn, you can get a pretty good performance out of him.
Exactly. Like he squeezes out that extra little drop to kind of get him to do enough of what he needs to do. Because I don't know, like I definitely feel like Sylvester Stallone should never be the main protagonist of any film. Period.
No.
Like I don't think he should ever be the center of anything. But he can always play an important piece very well. And let's be real. The last thing you want to do is have this nigga carry dialogue. Like let's be. I mean, we get it. It's the joke. Yeah, but we really don't want him to carry dialogue. And you know, that's
exactly.
we're past that.
Like Miley Cyrus was even in that movie, and she was the main frame at the end. And that's another thing about this movie. There's lots and lots of post-credit scenes, which I was in love with.
Come on, man, all that.
Right. Yeah. So the movie's pretty good. The final fight was pretty good. The new member of the Guardians. I mean, technically Nebula and Yondu became part of the Guardians, but we've already seen those characters. So the new character Mantis, she was in welcome addition. I can't wait to see her in more movies. And I believe she's been confirmed to be in Infinity War. Her and Kraglin, the guy who played like Yondu's second fiddle or whatever.
Yeah.
It's actually James Gunn's brother. And he actually does mocap for Rocket on set. Like he's the one who's dressed in
okay.
set.
Touche to him. So he can a nice little check every movie.
So like, I think that's gonna be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I saw him trying to like master the little whistle flute thing. the little spear.
Yeah, that part was fucking hilarious. Stab Drax right in the fucking.
Yeah.
And speaking about Drax, fucking. Oh boy, Batista did really good in that.
Hell yeah, dude! Shout out to David Batista, dog. This dude is like, I don't know, like he's doing well. I'm actually kind of hyped for him, like to continue on Drax and like that. Yeah, he had me like he had me crying in both movies, to be honest. Like this dude, like I don't know, like dude, he does Drax so perfectly and like it works.
And the one
I'm open to it.
Speaking about Mantis and Drax, that one scene where like. Because she's an empath, like she can touch people, feel their feelings, or she can manipulate somebody else's emotions, which is cool. But there's that scene where Drax is like stone faced, and then Mantis touches him, and she's just sitting back with him, and then she just starts crying because she's completely overwhelmed with these emotions. So that's like a perfect way to like deal with Drax. Like he's stone stoic on the outside, but inside he's still reeling from his family. Like it's still crushing him on the inside. Mm-hmm. That was cool.
Yeah, I do want to. I would love for him to kind of expand on that because like, my introduction to Drax was, because I knew about Drax because like I just worked at a toy store and I used to see his toy all the time. So I was just kind of like, okay, what the hell's going on? And then that's when I started reading about him and like seeing what's going on. And yeah, that's like his main thing. Like he fucking lost his family to like Thanos and shit, and he wants to fucking cut this dude's throat out. I know he has at least like the character itself has like a psychic link towards Thanos, but I don't know if they're like really like I don't know. I figured they just kind of like gave up on that, but not even like they're not even going that hard on that. But I know that's like pretty much like his that's like his primary thing. He just wants to fucking kill Thanos off top.
Yeah, that was his whole motivation in the first movie. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. That's why, exactly. That's why he just went crazy. Even in the first movie, I thought they were going to go a little bit more ham on that. Like, yeah, he went crazy and he was just like, fuck it, I'm trying to kill him, but yeah, they didn't really do. I mean, it's still dope though. Like I said, like Batista's killing it. In the first movie, I thought the way they did the character was perfect for like maybe his acting range. But even in this is just like, oh yeah, this dude is. I don't know. Like he's definitely. I don't know. I definitely don't think he's the odd man out like anymore. Like I think he has a place for sure.
Yeah, Mantis took that spot for him definitely.
Because even in I watched Man with Iron Fist. He's I think he's Brad's body in that fucking movie. And like I said, it's still and like I said, it's still not like an acting role. It's just kind of like, all right, you're good enough to just be in it. But I don't know, man. Like, hopefully he does some dope shit after these Guardian movies. I'm hyped. I'm
pretty sure I saw him for the trailer for another movie. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
Looks like he's gonna be doing some serious acting in this movie.
Like I said, dude, I'm down. I'm down to check it out.
He was in the new James Bond movie also. But
okay. Yeah, I'm definitely not a James Bond kind of fan. By the way, what the hell was examine? Like, what do we have to fucking examine in this fucking shit?
Did you go to the church yet?
I don't know.
It's in here. You gotta examine this little goo. Then we gotta go look for that doctor.
I could have swore I already looked at this goo over here.
Did you hold that? You got hold excellent.
Oh, there we go. There's too many people around. Okay, now I gotta go to the old cathedral. What is that? Cathedral? Oh, okay. Okay, now we gotta go over here. But no, yeah, dude, shout out to Batista though. Like, that's tight. Because like I said, like I don't know, you just see people in all these things. Like no jabs at John Cena. But I'm like, I'm not really checking to watch a John Cena movie. But who knows? Hopefully he does. Like, if he is a beast actor, he is. I mean, look at the fucking Rock. He was like what, #1 actor. So, hey,
the #1 paid actor. That's a whole. To me, that's like a whole different thing.
Yeah, paid actor. Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with Rock.
Oh hell yeah.
I haven't seen Oscars lately, anytime soon. But
hey, he started off in Scorpion King, so he had humble beginnings.
Right? He didn't even want to do the second one. That's what's crazy. But yeah. I'm just making sure we touch upon everything. I mean, Groot. We had Baby Groot. Oh,
Baby Groot.
The opening scene of that movie.
That opening scene was dope.
It was a nice callback to the first movie, but it was really fucking. It was like, and when I look at that, I just think about like the massive CG budget. I'm thinking they really make it feel like it's a movie. You know what I'm saying? Because most of it's shot on green screen. You know what I'm saying? But you still have the connection to the characters. It's not like it's all spectacle. You know? I mean, some movies rely on purely just that, but this movie, you know, like when you go to Eagle's Planet, it was amazing. You know?
Dude, that shit was beautiful. That shit was like. It was like the first time we saw Asgard in the Thor movies, and you were just like, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
That shit was
I'm pretty sure they said that was the most expensive visual effect ever in a movie.
Yeah. Well, I think for Guardians 2, I think they even switched cameras. So that dull kind of Marvel look, I guess, is kind of like... Because, you know, obviously, there's the whole thing about Marvel has a consistent dull look between all their movies. If they color corrected it could be more vibrant.
True blacks aren't black or whatever people were saying.
Yeah, like, so I mean, obviously, you know, for like the nerd level shit, like yeah, that stuff exists. But I forget what camera they switched to, but they switched to a new camera that I think they're gonna start using in all the films. Yeah, some crazy ass high definition, like most likely some like the newest high tech red shit ever. But so you can like tell off top that like yeah, this movie is way more visually stunning than a lot of the other films.
Yeah, it was.
Like the colors are real nice in that. So you already know Infinity War is just about to be bananas.
I'm telling you, man, it did look so good. And I saw it in 3D. I usually don't see movies in 3D unless I want to.
Yeah.
I guess, but it looked really pretty. It was nice. It was nice. I don't know if it was post converted or it was shot in 3D. I'm pretty sure it's post converted, but actually,
yeah, most likely.
It did look great.
What's some other points about the movie? Like I say, eco was dope. The planet was dope. Visually, it was dope. Like I said,
story was nice. You know?
Yeah, story was definitely nice. There's, like I said, while there was no progression of it, like maybe like in things like that, there's still nothing to take away from it. Like I said, it was still a story. Because it's like I said, you'd rather have that than just, you know, cool, that was their one-off, and then now they're just somehow in Infinity War. So. And then, that'd be tight if they showed up in freaking Thor Ragnarok. But
I think there's some, we're gonna at least see, because well, since we're talking about Thor Ragnarok, they did play the trailer before the movie. And I already saw the trailer, like, oh my god. And that's what people are comparing to the next Thor to, because it's got like the same vibrancy. You want to be more out in space, you know?
Yep. Shot on the same cameras, by the way.
The Grandmaster, or the Game Master, or whatever you want to call him, he's like the collector's brother. They're like the same species or whatever.
Yeah, like the ancient ass people.
But the Grandmaster, his thing is to, you know, play games, own games, basically. He runs like Space Vegas, basically.
Yeah, because, you know, like what are you supposed to do when you're on that level? Ain't shit to do. Like, you've been around for millennia.
Right. But, the junkyard where, I guess, Thor lands, you can tell it's like all these different alien species. I'm thinking, man, if we see at least a Ravager or something that ties into that, that'd be cool. Because remember, Peter did get that zoom at the end of, you know, he got the zoom at the end of the movie. They must have apparently that junkyard that's going to be in Thor Ragnarok, that's like it's almost like, you know how like you put trash in the ocean and it all ends up in the same like circle or whatever, in the same spot. That's basically the space version of that. So that's pretty much where they got the wall. It's pretty
So, I better see a Bart Simpson doll with a drawstring that says "Eat my shorts."
Right.
That's all I care about.
Please make that. I'm pretty sure Taika Waititi is aware of that. He should definitely make that.
Right. Eat my shorts. But no, yeah, that's like I said, I'm doing like definitely Thor Ragnarok is my most anticipated movie of the year. Because to me, this is a Hulk movie, and that's how I'm gonna treat it. And I'm gonna be that guy in the movie theater with a Hulk T-shirt, and I'm all ready.
Because really, when was the last time we saw Hulk was
Yeah, he flew away on that ship. What the hell happened? How the hell did he end up on the planet? Man, just his luck, man. He's trying to get away, chill out in the jungle somewhere, so he don't gotta bother no one. Next thing you know, he's fighting niggas in space.
This is the closest we'll ever get to a Planet Hulk. So
Yep, absolute closest we're gonna get. So I have to take it in.
Used to think you were tough.
Because I'm already at a point where I already can't be disappointed. I'm just too hyped to just see that kind of story arc.
I do, with the director who's doing this and his other movies that he's done, and I've loved almost all of them. I guess that makes me like a hipster or whatever, but I don't see how he could go wrong with this movie. Even with the promotional material, I've been cracking up with promotional material. So, like, and they're going to use Chris Hemsworth in the right. They're going to use him as a comedian. So that's perfect, you know.
Yeah, people say that dude's funny, and I guess I've never really seen. I guess, you know, like I said, I don't really check on like people like that. Like if they're outside of their movies, like I'm not the dude to look up like their personal life. Like you know, I wouldn't know shit like that. So yeah, but a lot of people say, you know, dude's mad funny and like it makes sense. And I never really seen him in like a comedic role. So I'm like, hey, if that's just how he just naturally is, like a funny ass dude, then hell yeah, like you know, he should be definitely.
He was the best part of that Ghostbusters movie from last year.
See, bam, there you go.
Yeah, I know you probably didn't watch that. There was
nah.
No reason to.
Yeah, there was no reason to, but I mean, like I said, I didn't have a reason not to watch it, but
you just hate women. It's alright, man.
I mean, don't we all? I'm just playing. But I don't know. It's one of those movies that like it just seems so much like it could still be a good movie as long as they didn't make it for like, you know, I don't know. I feel like I said, like, it's almost like the thing. Like if I was a woman, I would kind of feel offended. Like you're just trying to appeal to me and grab my money by putting women on the screen. It's like I said, it's a cash grab for women. Like how is that not disrespectful?
Exactly. It seems like he's like I'm just gonna be tricked by this type of marketing. Get out of here.
Yeah.
You know. I don't need nobody freaking. When politicians they fucking I can't even see. I need to stop talking about something like that. It's when it's like pandering. Yeah, it's like pandering. Yeah, you can't be like that. You can't do that. But I mean, I'm definitely looking forward. Oh, there is one thing I do gotta say. Like Chris Pratt, 2014 Chris Pratt, we'll never see that guy. Like, I think he's a little too self-aware now. Like, he was still great in the movie. Don't get me wrong, but we'll never get that Chris Pratt anymore. I'm okay with that, but he's still pretty cool. He's still good, you know. But he's a little too self-aware for me. But he's still funny as hell.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, he knows.
Like he knows that he's hilarious. Damn it. But he didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing bad. And yeah, shout out to the David Hasselhoff
cameo. Perfect.
And Gamora called him like David Hasseldorf or Hasseldorf with the magic boat. That part was funny.
Dude, that shit was just mad funny. Like I said, like you can't get mad when you see David Hasselhoff's face. Like that just like. I know, like I said, as soon as I see him, all I want to do is laugh. From the inside out.
Exactly. But, I mean, I guess it's right on par with, I mean, I'm not even a score guy, but it's definitely right on par with the first one. If I watch it more, I probably would like it better than the first one, which isn't a bad thing at all.
Yeah.
You know, the first one's still solid, still very solid.
Yeah, like I said, I loved Doctor Strange, but I did like it more after watching it, like, you know, afterwards. So, like I said, like there's nothing you could say bad about it. We could have definitely, I think we could have pretty much lived without it. But like I said, I'm glad it exists. You know, I'm glad we got. Yeah, Baby Groot, he's done. Like you know, he's teenage Groot now. I'm with it.
That cannot
was
be done.
Another great use of the after credit scene. Like it seemed, because the movie, spoilers for anybody, but Yondu dies at the end before her fight, and leaving the movie off on that note would have been like, It would have been Guardian style, but you actually get to see him move on, move past, which is cool, you know.
But yeah, then that goes back to the theme though. The movie has a really good theme. Like I said, it's like family. All these people are together, and they're willing to die for each other, and they're not nowhere near related. So, like I said, it's like that family, that bond, that team, and like he's practically like Groot's dad at this point, for more or less. So it's just I don't know. So yeah, so they got that good vibe, and that's what I think. That's what I don't know. Like I hear how people compliment James Gunn about that a lot, and I've recently watched the Scooby Doo movies too. So I'm like, you know what? He does have a signature, and like his signature is that like that tone, like that feeling. And I'm like, yeah, dude. When it comes to that, I guess like hey, he's fucking right. Like he just, I don't know. It's nice. Like he does know how to do that shit pretty good.
He knows how to write diverse characters that are deep too. Like they all have their own special quirks. And the whole Drax talking about how like he's not a dancer, and that's the reason why he loved his wife so much, because they were having a festival and everybody was dancing besides her, and that's how he like fell in love with her. And that was a nice little scene. Hell yeah. There are dancers and there aren't. And that's the thing, like the way he writes the story, everything leads back to words aren't said, just feel things,
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I definitely kind of got woke a little bit. I was like, damn, like that is like, it's nice, man. Like, so touche. Like, so like I said, like in the end, the movie didn't need to happen, but I'm glad it did, and I wouldn't take it away.
Exactly. It didn't really. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It didn't move the whole like a mega Marvel universe forward, but it did move those. It gave the characters progression instead of narrative arc. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Which isn't too bad.
No, because like you think
we answered that one question: who's his father?
Right? Exactly. Because you even think about it, like me saying that's just because I'm just so used to how the Marvel movies do it. And what the Marvel movies do is something that only they do. So for you to even expect that is like, years ago would be abnormal in the first place. So when you look at it from the lens prior to like how they've been doing it, like yeah, of course, like the movies are all standalone. You look at the Spiderman movies different from the XMEN movies. You look at like obviously they're all the same, but you still look at them different. So when you just take it in that vein, it's like yeah, dude, that was like just a dope movie.
Yeah. And one more thing I gotta say before we move on to the next thing, because I'm pretty sure you're talking about that. But another thing, it literally took place like 3 months right after the end of the first one. So like these characters, like we get to see what they were doing in the meantime, and plus when we get to Infinity War, it's going to be a couple years since then. So I like how they kept the timeline. They kept it. It almost felt. That's why it became Volume 2, because it literally was.
Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely a lot of. But that was a movie review, so it was meaty. But yeah, we're definitely gonna probably move on to a little bit more topics, a little bit faster. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it was a movie review. Check it out. It was dope. I can't wait for that shit to light up on. Yeah. Like, that's just gonna be dope. That's just gonna be on Netflix next month. Be ready for it. Nah, but. No, I wish it was. No, it'll be on there soon.
Well, they do have like deals. So like any Disney movie that comes out, it will be. I'm pretty sure 6 months. It will be right. It will be.
Yeah, that's just definitely going to be on.
It's going to be on my list.
Yeah, because I've already watched Doctor Strange twice since it's been on Netflix, so I already know I'm gonna watch that Guardians at least like 2 times in the first week. But the next thing I want to talk about, I haven't looked at much of it other than the initial trailer. Was the Cloak and Dagger series. So now Marvel's just full on popping off now. They're like, Netflix, cool, we can do that. Now they're hopping on with Cloak and Dagger, which isn't a Netflix series. It's on some fucking service that's like brand new to me.
It's on a Freeform.
Freeform, yeah.
It used to be. It started off Fox Family, then became ABC Family, and now it's just called Freeform. It's rebranded. It's on TV. It's on regular TV.
Okay, because I'm like, yeah, I never heard of Freeform before. So okay. So that makes sense. Disney just transferred their property, and like now, that makes 100% now. Yeah, that makes 100% now because they're launching a new channel. So it's like, hey, guess what, guys? you can only watch this on our channel. Because someone like me, like I said, I don't got cable, so Freeform. I'm like, man, what the hell is Freeform? But yeah, they just changed ABC Family to Freeform. Yeah, I get it.
Mm-hmm. That's all.
Put a marquee show on it to get people to watch it. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people. I'm pretty sure there has been, Pretty Little Liars. That's one of the big breakout shows from ABC Family.
Mm-hmm.
So they're moving towards that direction. More original programming instead of just playing repeats of whatever they just have laying around, like Full House and shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Cloak Dagger. It looks okay. I mean, because the characters are definitely different. So because I'm pretty sure in the comic book, Cloak and Dagger, they're more of like they were adults as far as I can tell. But this one looks more like I'd say even pre-teen drama.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, they did definitely seem like 10th graders or juniors type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But because I know the characters. The characters themselves, like I said, because like most of my, like I said, I've never been a comic book reader, especially as a kid. But like knowing all these characters from like video games and like their powers and shit like that, and just doing like stuff like that. I know Cloak and Dagger. I forget which game I know them from, but most likely an Ultimate Alliance type shit.
One of these type of games.
Yeah. But super cool. I know they had a pretty good, decent, I think it was Ultimate Alliance 2. That was a Civil War storyline. They had a decent role in that game.
That's the reason I know about Cloak and Dagger, because from reading in the comics, because Cloak is basically he teleports,
Mm-hmm.
and that's basically what he's used for, just to get people out of certain spots.
Right.
We gotta get out of here.
But I mean, like I said, I'm down. I don't know much about them. It'll be a good chance to be like introduced to them. But like, see, my thing is like, why are they connected though? Because it's always Cloak and Dagger. You know what I mean? It's never just what's.
I know they were like experiments. They're like mutates. They're not mutants, but they were both experimented on somehow by some like government,
Mm-hmm.
and they usually escape together. I mean, Cloak's powers, he teleport. He's able to teleport, and Dagger, she's able to like make hard light constructs, usually daggers.
Yeah.
And I guess they just go together. I mean,
Yeah.
only thing I really know about them is from what I read in the Ultimate Universe. It was just during the end of during the end of the Ultimate Universe, they were with Spiderman. When they were part of like this Ultimate Universe, the Ultimates, with Miles Morales and stuff, the new Ultimates.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's the only reason I know about it. I think they might be inspired by that because I'm pretty sure they were like teenagers in that universe. So it looks pretty good. The actors look okay, I guess. Most of the stuff from the scenes look like it was from the first 2 episodes of the pilot or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, can't knock it. Because Marvel's just on a roll, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just ended, and they're doing some good storytelling over there. So I'm like, hey, whatever, let's keep doing it. Netflix can only fill so many heroes,
Exactly. So yeah, like I said, they're putting their properties everywhere. And like I said, Disney owns them, so why not?
Exactly.
And like they got the budget, their movies make billions of dollars, so it's just like, yeah, of course we can, spend it on this.
Yeah,
So,
why take a gamble? Who knows? That might be like the next big thing. You never know.
Yeah. And we already know how TV shows are. Once those bitches are hits, that's when you get crazy money.
Yeah. Especially if it's your own property, you don't have to take a chance on something original. Which I mean, they could just be putting this on there. I'll check it out. I'm not opposed to it whatsoever.
Yeah.
Flimsy construction.
It's kind of a blindside though, because of all the heroes, it's like, oh shit, okay, I actually know these heroes a little bit, and just like I said, like you know them enough to where you want to know more. So, hey, if this can be a shortcut to reading some comics and just kind of getting the gist of how they are, I'm with it. And then who knows, like, then maybe I'll look more into them later. But you told me about this next thing we're about to talk about, and you said they actually have Inhumans official poster now, so like this whole Inhumans thing is getting real.
Yes, Because, well, back when Marvel first revealed their slate before Civil War, before any of that, Inhumans was also part of that big giant slate, you know.
Yep.
And it was planned, at first it was planned to be a movie to come out in like 2019, 2020, but then it disappeared from the slate and people were wondering, like, is that Inhumans movie canceled? Well, it technically wasn't canceled, but it was restructured. So, in partnership with IMAX, Marvel's producing the Inhumans the first two episodes will be in IMAX theaters, so you'll be able to go to the theaters and watch the first two episodes of the Inhumans movie. And then after that, it will be airing on ABC, and it's actually coming out this fall. So I guess with the success of Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D, ABC's like, hey, we can have two different shows, you know. So, I mean. I don't really know. The only thing I really know about the Inhumans is about their dog, Rock Dog, who can teleport. I know it's teleportation. I'm down to watch it. Definitely know about Black Bolt. He's got the power. You know, his power is. If he speaks, it's like he's got super amplified voice. So like he can't even whisper. If he whispers, it'll break the foundation of wherever he's at. You know, and then we have Medusa, who basically uses her hair to control stuff. We have Karnak, he can find the imperfections in anything. He's like one of the best fighters. He's like a super martial artist. And we got a Gorgon, a whole bunch of other Inhumans. They do a whole bunch of other cool stuff. But from the photos, people are definitely upset because the suits don't look 100% great. And we've already had the Inhumans on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Exactly.
These are like the ancient
main ones. Yeah.
You know, like, they're like, and people are saying it could be like Game of Thrones. I don't know exactly how it's going to be. But from the trailer, you can hear what I assume is Max's the Mad, which is like Mike Wolf's brother, and he's like their main villain. They usually have to fight. I'm pretty sure he was in some Marvel game. I can't remember exactly what his power is. I think it's like I don't even know what his power is. But as far as the show, it looks acceptable. You know, it just freaks me out that like the first two episodes are actually going to be in the theaters on IMAX screens. I'm thinking, will that be enough to get people to start watching the show free, or will they just wait until they can watch the first two episodes? You know. Like, will people actually seek out an IMAX theater to go watch it? Because, in my part is kind of cool. What part of the country I'm at, the closest IMAX theater is like maybe 3-4 towns over. You know? Yeah,
that is true. I didn't think about that.
Like true IMAX. Yeah, so I'm like, is that wise? I'm not 100% sure if that's the wisest thing to do.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, like I said, just the whole approach to this kind of like show and marketing, like it's definitely unconventional. I guess that's like I said, like they're obviously trying something crazy and different with the way they're doing things. Because like I said, it was supposed to be a movie that got kind of canceled and reformatted. So, like I said, we talked about a decent amount in another episode, but like, yeah, it is kind of crazy to think So yeah, I wonder, like, if you don't watch those first two episodes, when it does come on TV, will it just pick up from those episodes? Will it be from the beginning still? That you, like, okay, you missed it in IMAX, but... Because what will be the point of watching it in IMAX? There has to be something exclusive about it, you know?
Right, I'm thinking, will the budget decrease per episode? Because they're not going to be making nothing from it, you know? Like, will there be just a downfall of the, like... Because they're always going to have to be PG. Especially for their dog, their giant-ass dog. So, I don't even know. Plus, I mean, we've had Inhumans on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and I don't think many people really like, you know, many people aren't, and another reason many people aren't really, like, kin to the Inhumans is because currently in the comics, Marvel try to, like, replace the X-Men with Inhumans, basically. Because they don't have the rights to X-Men, so they kind of downplayed their importance in the comics and brought the Inhumans up. And they're trying to basically make the Inhumans into the new X-Men because there was this event called the Infinte, and it's when Thanos came to Earth looking for his son, he went to Black Bolt, and the Inhumans have how it's called, like Attilan or Atlantean or whatever. It's how it's spelled. But there's this gas. I can't even remember what those crystals are called. It's whatever.
Terrigen crystals?
If you have any Terrigen crystals, yeah. And Black Bolt, he was going up against Thanos, and then Black Bolt's like, Thanos was like, "Where's my son?" Blah blah blah. Again, Black Bolt was like, "I don't know," and he exploded all those crystals, right?
Yeah.
So there's a big cloud of Terrigen mist just going around the whole planet of Earth.
Get this thing out of my way!
Changing people, putting people in cocoons at random, you know?
No, it's okay. So just like a pretty much like a nuclear bomb, like a Terrigen explosion.
Yeah, so, and
just to kind of like, yeah.
And that's where we get Miss Marvel. She's technically an Inhuman, you know?
Okay.
So they just create a whole bunch of new characters. A lot of people are mad about that, but I wonder how they deal with that, because since they've already done the Inhumans in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I wonder if they're going to go like, "Oh, we've been around for this long, so we just been staying out of it," or what? I don't know.
That cannot be done.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, it just sucks because, I don't know, it's hard to overturn the mutants, and I get why they're doing it, because, you know, bitch-ass Fox, aka all that bullshit, but, you know, it's just hard, man. Like, mutants and X-Men existed in the time where, like, they were bigger than, like, Marvel itself. So, like, it's just tough, man. It's really tough to, like, wipe that away. There's people who don't even, like, pay attention to Marvel or comics, but they'll always remember, you know, Wolverine. They'll always remember the X-Men, especially fucking Magneto, Professor X. And, it's tough. That's what makes it so disappointing that Fox can't even, like Fox has the easiest franchise to be successful in, they still can't be. It's like you don't have to do nothing. You really don't have to do nothing to have successful.
Just
X-Men.
Watch the animated series and do that.
Dude, I'm telling you. And that, like, even like, because I watch those episodes sometimes, they're like, yeah, of course they were corny at a time, but they were corny in the primest sense. Like, they were the top tier '90s cheese. Like, it don't get no better and corny than that. Like, it's perfect, you know.
Right.
Like, fucking Bishop is so fucking corny, but tight at the same time. But it's perfect.
Rogue with her little southern accent and her little southern phrases.
Oh,
more nervous than a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs.
You're right, like, that shit is just... That shit is prime. But yeah, dude, it's so sad that they can't get it right. And like, damn, like... I literally think you don't have to do nothing to get it right.
And they reboot the universe and they still can't get it right. That's what makes it even weirder. Like, dude, you had a chance to start over and you still can't do it. They just can't stop. They can't stay away from Hugh Jackman for some reason.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Logan, though, because that was pretty dope. Didn't see Apocalypse. And I guess Deadpool counts as X-Men, and that's decent. But, yeah. Who knows? But
yeah, the Inhumans are cool. I mean, the character. I mean, people are a lot of like they're unknown actors with unproven entities. So I'm not going to knock them for anything yet. I have to see the product first, or at least the trailer, because the trailer they released so far was basically just the logo of Inhumans with some dialogue in the background. So. Mm-hmm. I can't 100% say good or bad so far.
Yeah, usually, I don't know, sometimes I feel like unknown actors and actresses, it could be, like I said, obviously it's a gift and a curse, but, like I said, I don't know, I'd rather have it, at this point in time, I don't know shit about the Inhumans. You might as well give me a whole bunch of people I don't really know, because it's not going to change the outcome for me, per se, like, because then you're just going to be like, just like I said, like Suicide Squad. How many people know about all those niggas? Everyone's walking away from that movie talking about Will Smith.
Basically.
You know what I mean?
You don't want to do that, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to give somebody something fresh, you know?
Yeah. Like, dude, I'm telling you, like, Deadshot is Will Smith forever now. At least to, like, a lot of, like, casual people. Dude, like I said, even in, like, no matter what medium he is in now, it's pretty much like Nick Fury being white again. That shit ain't happening. Nick Fury Sam Jackson forever now.
Even when it comes to like, because he was supposed to be Ultimate, but then they just said, "Fuck it, we'll give Nick Fury a son that's called Nick Fury," and slowly get rid of the old white Nick Fury. Like,
it's a wrap.
Put him on the moon.
Like, it's a wrap.
Like, the last thing I knew about white Nick Fury in the comics, he's on the moon, chained up. That's the last thing I know. He became the new Watcher, the man on the wall, or some shit like that. I don't really, I just keep up enough to understand, like, this is good. But yeah, Inhumans, that's that. Look for it in fall on ABC.
Tony Stark is always Robert Downey Jr. It's a wrap.
Much to carry.
Yeah. I mean, the comics have to make it look like him now, you know. It's like Coulson. Like, Coulson's in the comics now, looks exactly like the Clark Gregg. I was about to say the actor who plays Coulson. It's just that. That's what it is. Which isn't a bad thing, you know. Okay, well,
yes, talk about the next thing. I'm actually about to type it in Google while you're starting it, because I remember seeing it, but yeah, I actually have no idea entirely what it is. I never heard about this as far as Marvel. Yeah, guys, more Marvel news.
Yeah, more Marvel news. May is Marvel. But the next, speaking of another, another Disney series, another Marvel series, we have, and they're actually jumping ship to another streaming service instead of Netflix. This Marvel series is going to be on Hulu, and it's the Runaways, which is a cult. It's like a cult favorite run. It was pretty sure the writer was Brian K. Vaughan, which is the guy who does he writes. He's wrote a lot of comics. Right now, he can't remember exactly the name of the series right now. It's one of the biggest comic book sellers. It's independent comic. A lot of people talk about it all the time. Oh, I can't remember the name of it, dude. I've read the first 2 volumes, and I still can't remember the name of it. But yeah, it's basically, as far as I know, because I've never read them, but as far as I know, Runaways is about, it's a group of kids, teenagers, so they're going back to that same demographic, same as the Cloak Dagger demographic. And
Definitely.
It's about teenagers who, their parents, unbeknownst to them, they're a bunch of rich, spoiled kids, and their parents are like, apparently super villains, like they do villain and stuff. The kids find out about it, so they apparently run away together, and that's literally all I know about it, besides the picture. It's every time you hear the Runaways, they use that exact same, you know. But yeah, that's really all I know. It's coming to Hulu, which is kind of cool. I don't know if they're going to do it on a week-by-week basis. Only Hulu.
Yeah.
I'll pay.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, it's a Hulu. Maybe they will do week by week. That's some shit they do. Like, they're not like Netflix where they just drop that shit at once. Yeah.
It's the thing that Brian K. Vaughan series that he does, Saga. And if you know anybody who reads comic books, I'm pretty sure they've told you to read Saga.
Well, yeah, shout out to the Runaway. It definitely looks like a whole bunch of teenagers, that demographic type shit. It looks like fucking High School Musical minus the music, but teenagers and superpowers probably.
Right.
Hella young kids. Yeah, definitely teen superhero angst. But is there like any like one of the characters like a noticeable hero that like people would know, or like, are they just like a bunch of Jubilees that aren't as cool as her?
I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, man, honestly. That's all. The only thing I know about them is the name Runaways. That's really all I know about them. And that same picture that they basically, released in the promo material. Yeah. It's almost straight from the comics. I'm wondering if the storyline can be the exact same. A lot of people talk about this series, so,
Okay, I'll walk up with it. But yeah, looks like that shit. Yeah, I don't see when it's coming out, but I don't know. Maybe it's this year, maybe it's next year, but yeah. Coming soon, allegedly. But no, I did see that, like, the main thing I saw was that it was Netflix. I'm like, oh, okay, Traders.
Yeah, right.
Nah, I don't think they got nothing to worry about. The next two shows are killing that shit. So at least so far, like off top. But between, I guess between all this shit that was going on, I guess I would have thought that like Blade or something would happen first. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Oh, well, I'm still glad Punisher's still happening. So it's not.
Yeah. And like I said, we do have fucking Punisher. Yeah, so we got Punisher. We have Ghost Rider. You know, he's prominent on. Like, I like what they did with him. You know, I really like what he did with Ghost Rider. Like, I don't entirely hate the character, and I guess I just only really hated Johnny Blaze. But you know, I guess I can blame half of that. Yeah, I can blame half of that on Nicolas Cage anyway. So you know, my conscience is clear.
Dude, I've only watched the second Ghost Rider. I never watched the first one. But the second one wasn't too bad. It had itself on it. You know.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's a shit. He's a shit.
This job's gonna kill me.
Damn, someone just got caged.
Apparently, somebody like Ghost Riders come out here. They say like Ghost Riders have really cool tattoos. That's about it.
Yeah, I guess.
Great graffiti. That's about it. His character design is basically 100%, like 50% of the character.
Yeah.
So metal.
He's definitely he's metal as fuck. But so outside of that, I think the only I think that's kind of all for like the shows. I know
we have two.
You said Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. is fucking popping. I need to finish that, so you guys should watch that as well.
Oh yes, make sure. Yeah, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 4 was like, watch it all the way through because it's like it's a great payoff for anybody who's been there because you can see the characters in certain situations that you never like. Wow, man, and the actors are pushing themselves. It's amazing. And if you like anything like Cyberpunk, you like The Matrix, anything like that, this is definitely in the same ball. It's like the same ball. You know, it's definitely something to check out.
Like I said, I watched like that. Yeah, I watched like that.
If it made you drop off, try it now.
I think that's one thing that I can always give Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. credit for. I feel like it's been a crescendo. While it may have been slow and frustrating at times, I've definitely said it. Yeah, it's always gotten better. Each episode has always gotten better each season. And like I said, surprisingly, the latest season, at least up until the point I watched, you know, me not even being a fan of Ghost Rider, like they made him a big role in like at least the first half of the season, and I was like, dude, this shit is tight. I'm down with the character. And like I said, the Darkhold, they got into the more mystical shit. And I was like, cool.
And they still are tying in the movies, which makes it even crazier. Like last season they mentioned the Accords. The Accords actually happen within this world. If you're a superhero, you have to sign up. You know, you have powers and stuff. So they're actually still tying in with the whole overall universe. Yeah, you might not get those characters in the universe, but they've had Kree show up. They've had Asgardian show up. You know, so it's still on its own too. You know. So yeah, give S.H.I.E.L.D. a watch. We'll probably talk about the season finale or like the last half of the season. And what they actually found out is like, hey, we can split the season up into like mini arcs. Like
exactly.
Four issues will equal a whole arc of continuous story. And I think they definitely did that with this season. Like they started with the Most Wanted, and then they had the LMD arc, the Ghost Rider arc. So it's check it out. It's definitely worth a watch. Especially if you like the actors and the characters they're portraying. You get to see them grow and actually develop. Which is, I'm always prepared for character development. Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely got to finish the rest of the season because, like I said, the way it ended, I thought it was just the fucking season finale because I watched it all the way up until right before Doctor Strange came out. When you know, he had to go handle some biz. I was like, oh shit, he better go fuck up Dormammu or something, you know. Let's go to the dark world, get his hands on somebody.
All right.
Yeah, I think one more series we have to talk about.
Give a brother a high five.
The Disney XD Marvel's Spider-Man animated.
Yep.
It seems like Ultimate Spider-Man, I guess, is coming to an end. They put that to an end, and now Marvel's actually coming out with their own version of Marvel Spider-Man, which seems definitely heavily influenced by
Intel
current
says he's a
UC
serious
Spider-Man.
pretender.
Definitely.
And from the clip I watched, it looks alright.
Yeah, it could be worse, for sure.
I didn't see nothing from Man of Action over it, so that's a good sign for me.
Just gave the
I'm not a fan of Man of Action, the guys who did,
Ain't gonna happen.
Ben 10.
Yeah.
I do like Generator X. I do like that.
We need to go to Fury.
After
Damn,
a
you're
while,
not the only one that likes that shit.
I fell off.
I know
I
who we
totally
should
fell
talk
off. First season of Generator X is cool.
The Hood
I totally
made a
fell
grave
off.
error.
You know,
He will
Yeah,
not
I think you're the
pay
first
for
person I ever heard
that.
say that. Generator X. Because I remember when that shit started
I do
popping
like-
off.
I do like that shit, man. I mean, it has some great voice actors.
Okay.
Monkey, Bobo, whatever his name was. It was cool. I mean, I think it was Steve Blue who did the voice of Bobo, which was, But the Marvel Spider-Man, it looks okay. I mean, it's definitely they put it out there just so kids be like, oh, Spider-Man, it's the same Spider-Man,
Mhm. Yeah, I could tell. Like it's cool, I guess. Like, it makes sense. Like, it definitely seems Homecoming inspired. And hopefully, I don't know, I feel like they come out with so many shows sometimes, especially Spider-Man shows.
Yes.
But I guess hopefully this one hits. But I don't know, I think it's placement. Like, who the fuck watches Disney DX? Like, what is that? I remember when, yeah. Like, what the fuck?
It used to be Toon Disney.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It became Gen X, and now it's Disney XD, and nobody really has cable like that.
Yeah. It always seems like it's always been one of those things that's like struggled, like one of those weird ass channels, and it's like no matter what you put, niggas ain't watching Noggin, let that shit go.
Right, you can't keep changing the name and expect people to be different. I think they changed it to the Splat now, so
yeah. And like, I get it, but they need to figure something out. But that shit ain't. I
think the problem is this generation. Nobody had, and it's not even a generation of cable cutters. It's a generation of people who never even had cable.
Yeah, at this point, 100%. At this point, it's definitely people out here, like especially young kids who just never had cable. Like, they don't understand like cable the way we do.
Why would I pay for TV shows to play that I can't control?
Yeah. Because, like I said, like, I really know some young people, like, younger family member type shits that, like, they only know YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, that's why it makes sense when, like, some of these YouTube people are people they look to, or like the celebrities, or like they care more about what's going on in their life than, of course, some fucking, the kids ain't checking for like people like Jay-Z or like just any kind of old person who's been prominent. Like, they listen to certain stuff on YouTube. They only get their information from that tube. So it makes sense. So they need to find a way to fuck it. Even if it is, like I said, Netflix got the game on lock. So they need to figure out what they can do.
I think studios are kind of figuring it out, but the problem is they're each channel is trying to come out with their own app.
Exactly.
That's the main problem.
That is the main problem.
Especially, I think CBS is coming out with their own, where you actually have to pay.
See, and like, I get it, it's smart. Even when I think about like these cable companies, I know Cox Cable out here has like they've been like there's like this whole kind of omni digital system to where it's like, oh, your shows are on your iPad, your shows are on your computer, your shows are over here. You don't even need cable. Blah blah blah. It records everything you want. You watch what you want when you want, and I get that, but I don't know. Like, Netflix is maybe just too accessible, and good for them.
Yeah, I think people are willing to wait. People are definitely willing to wait.
It's crazy. Because
I'm going back to Sour.
Okay. Because I know, like I said, because while I wish it was like this when we were younger, when I think about it, it was already moving in that way in the first place. Because I remember, me personally, I was like, oh man, I need to get some blank tape so I can record my shows. Because, you know, I don't know, I remember, you know, even like, I was before I was even 10 years old, I was like, man, I don't know if I really, there ain't shit on TV. You know, what the fuck am I supposed to watch? This and that. I remember recording all my shows and just watching them off VHSs. And, like, you know, skipping over all the bullshit.
Can't wait to get home.
Exactly. I mean, you remember every Wednesday night I would record fucking at South Park,
Yep.
Dave Chappelle, and I would just always have it.
Yep. Never had to worry about that shit. Next thing you know, you got a stack of tapes. And it's like, cool. Like, I was always cool with that. Like, I never really cared about what was current on cable because you had to watch the TV guide, you had to see what was going on, you had to be around the TV around this point.
Like, actually wait for the channel to come. You missed it, you gotta wait another like 2-3 minutes.
Right? And it's just like, fuck. Like I said, it was a hassle back then. So, of course, that shit ain't living now. Alright, but other than that, I think the only thing we have left in Marvel is video games. And then after that, we're about to sprinkle into some DC to end it off. But yeah, the last few things we have about Marvel is definitely all video games. And one of them, you can lead this one. You said it's the new Lego Marvel game coming out?
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, Marvel, you know, Marvel and Lego have been making video games for a little bit together. The first one they had was the Marvel Lego Superheroes. That game had like 50, 60 characters, and it was like amazing. I played that, almost got that. That's at least, I have it at like 96, 98%, because I love that game, because the open world actually makes sense. Like, you go into the missions, but when you come out, you're in New York, you're on a helicarrier, you jump down, you have the whole city to yourself. Every hero feels like their self. Like, if you have fucking Human Torch, you can just flame on and fly through the city. Silver Surfer, you start flying, his surfboard comes out and everything. Green Goblin, his glider, Spiderman slinging. It just feels like an actual, almost open world game, but Lego version.
Yeah.
Then they came out with the Lego Avengers, which I figured, oh shit, they're not gonna do the superheroes no more. Well, apparently they're coming out with Marvel Superheroes 2, which is like half based on the cinematic universe and half based on the comics. It's like a mixture of both. It's a nice like filtration of both together. So
that is too much.
I'm definitely hyped for this because the amount of characters you get with it and the amount of suits you get with it, and there's no DLC. You just have to unlock the characters, you know?
Nice.
Which is always a good thing. But I just want to make people aware of that because I'm definitely I'm a Lego game player. Yeah, it might be casual, but some of those puzzles get really annoying. You'll be spending 5 minutes looking at like, what did I miss? What did I miss? And then it has replayability because when you go through the level the first time, there are spots you can't go until you actually go through the free play and have to unlock certain characters to get to it. So, you know, there's replay value.
Yeah, I know those are definitely your shit. I'm definitely not opposed to the Lego games. Like I personally played Lego Batman. That was like my first game on my 360 that I personally owned. And once they start, I think I remember the first Lego game that they actually had dialogue in the cutscenes. I think it was one of the DC games. And then I think that one was open world as well. And I was like, damn, like, you know, these shits have evolved. Like, what the hell? So yeah, it's actually kind of dope because, like I said, because you even saw it back with the Lego Star Wars. Like, you had all the fucking Star Wars characters, and you can switch it around. Like, I don't know, shit like that. Regardless of how you feel, that shit is fun as fuck. So get over yourself. Yeah. And
you can create characters too. That's another thing about that game too. You can, on the Marvel ones, you can create your own characters, and depending on what you put on your characters, what powers they'll have. So it's like you can have your own custom superhero.
Yeah, that shit is mad fresh. Right. And then, so that's cool. I'm sure that game probably going to love. How many characters in that game? Like 100 or some shit?
It's going to definitely be 100. And what's crazy is like you'll get like for Spider-Man, there's like the regular Spider-Man, then there's the Ultimate Spider-Man suit, then they'll probably have the Miles Morales suit. Then they even have a superior Spider-Man suit.
Ooh, shit!
They have the Iron Spider suit. They have every like incarnation of Spider-Man. Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy. You're right.
I'm going through the New Jersey docks.
They even have the bombastic Bagman, the one where he's got the bag over his head and the Fantastic Four suit. They even have that version.
Damn.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Something me and my girl can play together.
Okay, there you go.
Please come visit Wakanda sometime.
Yeah, that shit's lit though. I don't know, like I haven't played one in a minute, but you can't knock those games. Those shits are fun.
Yeah, they are.
And then,
alright, so you can go ahead and start this next competition because I know you're definitely hyped for this.
yeah, I'm middle of the road, maybe a little bit like a step over middle of the road. But the next game is, we talked about it in our last episode, like joking and talking shit about it. But I guess the Marvel Lords, aka Stan Lee, heard us and he was like, "Nah, we can't have this." So what he did was he pretty much released a bunch of information about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And since then, since it's been a while since we actually recorded an episode, even more information came out as well. So we got a decent amount to talk about for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And the game is actually going to be playable at E3. So if you're listening to this episode before E3, look forward to it. After E3, which is like what, this week or next week, I forget. It's pretty much like happening possibly now. There's even gonna be more because they already showed gameplay of it. The game's 2v2. The assist is definitely more freeform. Like you kind of just press the assist button, and then when you press the assist button, your character runs out, and then while your character runs out, you control the character. So it's not like your character comes out and does a Hadouken. Like your character comes out and does what you do because you have control of it, and then the character you were controlling previously is, it's going to finish out whatever he was doing, and then he's going to leave. So if I hit you with a beast-out combo into super, and then I hit my assist, my other character's going to finish with his super, and then I'm going to be controlling my other character. So it's about to be buck wild. It's going to be fun. And that's kind of like how you can kind of like, play how you want and have your own customization to it. So
Combinations are crazy.
yeah, so like I said, definitely look up some gameplay, see if you're hyped, see if you with it. Personally, I'm not opposed to the graphic style. Mad people are calling it a mobile game. They're pretty much calling it contest of champions and shit like that. But whatever. Like, to me, this is more, like I said, this is more in line with the Marvel games.
Champions look pretty good. Like,
it's not bad.
Yeah, that's not even a diss, really.
Yeah, especially for a mobile, that shit definitely ain't bad. Like I said, I'm hyped for it. It should be fun. I'm definitely more onto like the character size. I mean, the characters do make those games fun, so I definitely want to see. I don't know. I personally could have waited on the game if it's going to have more characters, but also, so since they released the gameplay trailer, you see a lot of assets from Marvel vs. Capcom 3, like similar characters and shit like that. But they actually had, like, recently, as of I think like a week or two ago, they had like a leaked roster list. So definitely take it with a grain of salt. The only reason people are even considering this somewhat legitimate is because, the same, I guess, core people who are leaking this, and you already know who's leaking this, people who have some kind of press, or some people who have some kind of connection to at least that kind of realm. Someone's obviously in the cut leaking all this shit out. So definitely don't trust the person next to you when you're trying to drop some mad news, because this person's the same person on these forums leaking it out. So yeah, take it with a grain of salt, but someone's leaking this information who's obviously reliable. But we'll start off with the Capcom side of potential leaked characters, and I guess we'll jump into Marvel. And I'm just going to run down the list, and I guess we can talk about them individually, and like maybe who we wanted to see from each side, and then we'll just go from there. So Marvel, Straight off top, we're gonna go with Arthur, the character from Super Ghosts and Ghouls. Chris Redfield. Yeah, this is all Capcom at the moment. Chris Redfield, Resident Evil, Chun-Li, Dante, which I know hella people are hype about. Because he was pretty cool. I mean, actually, he was actually really good in the third game. Like, he was hella good. I'm not a big Devil May Cry fan just because I haven't played the games, but like those kind of style of games are like the kind of games I play anyways. Like the kind of hack and slash, run around high pace, like the fucking Bayonetta, Ninja Gaiden, so those are like all games I play anyways. I just haven't specifically played Devil May Cry. At least extensively. Like, I picked it up and did beast ass combos, but yeah, I never owned those games. Firebrand, he was in the third one, so he's a returning character. A character named Jada, some Darkstalker character. I never really got into those games. It's a fighting game. Mega Man X, who's already been confirmed officially. That goes same with Chun-Li.
Trailers and everything.
Yeah, that same with Chun-Li. The next character I'm kind of hype about, and I don't know, I'll touch on it a little bit now. Monster Hunter. That's just kind of what they're keeping it as. Obviously, that's one of my favorite franchises, period, of all time. Like, since they're being introduced to it in like 07 or some shit on the PSP, like Monster Hunter is my shit. Like, that is I love those fucking games. And I guess the producer of the game was approached to have a Monster Hunter character number 3, but then they somehow just, they denied it, or for whatever reason didn't want to do it. So depending on how they do it in this game, I'm interested. I don't know if it's going to be a character that just uses all weapons. I don't know if it's just going to be
I was wondering what they're going to do, because usually Monster Hunter characters are like creator characters. So I'm thinking, what are they? Is he going to have that armor and everything like that?
Yeah, I can see the character, whoever the Monster Hunter character is, whoever's going to be, he definitely is going to have Rathalos armor or some shit. Because I think Rathalos was actually rumored to be in Monster Hunter 2. Because, they have beast characters in, Monster Hunter. Like, fucking Firebrand, he's just a dragon. So they have monster fucking characters, Sentinel, he's just a giant fucking robot. Fucking the Doctor Strange villain, the fucking octopus looking motherfucker. Shuma, I think Gorath, he's just a fucking eye. Yeah, so they have these weird
Blackheart or whatever his name
was. So they have these weird ass characters. So I think Rathalos was actually supposed to be a playable character. At least they thought about it, at least. So the Monster Hunter character is definitely the character that I'm most curious about, 100%, 2,000%. Yeah, I'm definitely, because even how they do the UI, they always do something special. Phoenix Wright, his UI was collecting evidence, and that worked into his gameplay, and he would hit you with objections and shit. So who knows what they're gonna what they could do with actual Monster Hunter character, if they conceptualize it correctly. So I'm hyped for that. Morgan from Darkstalker, she's already confirmed. She's in some gameplay trailers already. Nemesis, I think he's a Resident Evil dude.
I think so.
Yeah, fucking Ryu, of course, he's in there. It usually when you see Ryu though, it sucks because that usually means Ken's not in it, and Akuma's 50-50 because he's just a really popular character, so that's usually why he makes it. But outside of that, it's oh, you guys got Ryu, you don't really need anyone else. Look at Marvel vs. Capcom 1. You just had Ryu who could transform into Ken Akuma, which was cool because I remember off top I would always switch into Akuma or Ken instantly because I'm who fucks with Ryu? I don't. Spencer, which is definitely a weird choice in my opinion.
Yeah, who is Spencer?
Spencer, he's from Bionic Commando, I think the name of his game is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yep. He was really, with the one roll retractable arm. He was actually really, really, really good, on a competitive level, and Marvel 3 wasn't my game though, so, I may know what just was popping, but I don't know what's popping.
I tried Marvel 3. I didn't.
Yeah. But so it kind of makes sense that he's back. I don't know if they're trying to come out with a new game, but as far as Marvel 3, he was popular, and if this game, who knows how long this game was in production, so if this game was like, not rush production, but it was kind of sped up, it makes sense to bring back, you know, assets from the third game. And like he was a pretty popular character. And at least another character that I'm at least happy that's in there, so at least I know I have someone that I like and want to play is Strider. So yeah, so at least I have Strider, which is cool because you know that's like one of my boys. I never really got a chance to like hone him down as far as competitive. He's just a dope ass character that I play with. He's just never been in a game that I liked outside of Marvel 1. The Marvel 2 I didn't really play too often. 3 he was in it, and I was hyped for Ultimate because he wasn't in the launch of fucking Marvel Capcom 3. He was only in Ultimate 3. So I was hyped for when he was actually in Ultimate, but by the time Ultimate came out, dude, I was so dead on that shit. I was like, eh. So he's in this, and I'm like, he'll probably be one of the characters, at least how the roster's sounding so far, that I'll probably just try to, like, you know, master. Because as cool as Mega Man X is, I would much rather have Zero, but it sucks because Zero's at that point to where, like, everyone likes Zero. But it also depends, too, because, like, everyone likes Zero because of he was really good competitively. And, I don't know, it's like, I actually played the Mega Man X games, and I actually played the original Mega Mans. And I don't know, I guess I've kind of always liked, and like I said, I like Vegeta, so I kind of always like the anti-hero but hero characters. And Zero and my other favorite character, Base, they're both like Dr. Wily's creations opposed to Dr. Light's. So that's kind of why I like him, because he's pretty much the Mega Man X version of Base. And I don't know, I get it. He was in top, like he was the primary reason I even wanted to play Tatsunoko versus Capcom. I think he was like in the re-release version of it. Like initially, I wanted to play Tatsunoko versus Capcom because the Beautiful Joe was in the game.
That's one character I would like to see in this game. Honestly.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So he wasn't. So Beautiful Joe was like my main dude that I wanted to play in Tatsunoko. But then before it even was released in America, they were adding Zero. So he's kind of like in the second version of Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. So most people don't know that Tatsunoko vs. Capcom had 2 versions, and he was in the second version, which was the only version that came out in America. But you know, he was playing the Japanese one. You know, I was on that shit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was like, we had to play that shit. I mean, like I said, yeah, exactly. But so yeah. That's pretty much like the Capcom side. Like I said, I would definitely love to see Zero in it, but if they have X and Sigma in it, it's probably gonna be tough for them to have. Like if they have him as DLC, that'd be dope, because this game is gonna have 6 DLC characters coming out. But the only thing about a game like this, 6 DLC characters, to me, all I hear is 3 Capcom characters and 3 Marvel characters. And we already have 1 Capcom character confirmed to Sigma, so that means we're only having 2 more slots for Capcom. So realistically, if one of those characters is Zero, that means you have 2 Mega Man X DLC characters. It's like, yeah, he's definitely probably not going to be in this game at all, or definitely not in the first year. And you have X, so everyone's like, why have them both? So that sucks. But see, that's what Mega Man X was. Mega Man X was a skin for Zero in the third one. So if they reverse it, yeah, I guess. But like I said, I'm not a fan of X, at least over fucking Zero. But yeah, I remember I told someone that, like, you know, I like Zero, and it was just kind of like, I remember they were like, oh yeah, everyone loves Zero, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, every fighting game nigga loves Zero, and like, you know, who even plays the games outside of like that? So I get it, man. It's whatever. It's still, like I said, yeah, he's had his run, but I don't know. I feel like I never even got a chance to really play with him outside of Tatsunoko, because like those are the style of games I like. I like Tatsunoko way better than number 3 and all that shit. So I get it. He's already had his run. He's already been in the game. Pretty much everyone uses him in the tournament. So everyone's tired of using him. He has like mad infinites and crazy shit. So yeah, whatever. I'll never get a chance to really enjoy him. Because even like I said, Tatsunoko was my shit. But I always wanted to play with Zero against Marvel characters, and Marvel 3 was not my game. Like, I do not fuck with that shit. Like, I own it now, and I still don't play that shit. Like, I'm cool on it. But, is there anyone from Capcom you have in mind that maybe you would think would be dope? Just even from the past games, that'd be, like, bring back?
Yeah, of course, Beautiful Joe.
Definitely Beautiful Joe. A lot of people are definitely kind of like, what? No Beautiful Joe? Which I'm actually surprised by. But I love it, because, that's my boy.
Of course. I mean, that game was awesome, dude. It was actually pretty hard once you get past, like, the first 3 levels. It actually gets pretty hard when you have to use your time bending abilities or whatever the hell, movie powers, whatever. But, Monster Hunter, that's, like, crazy. I haven't really, now, when I think Capcom, it's hard for me to, like, actually think of any, like, actual properties besides, like, Street Fighter, Darkstalkers, and of course, Mega Man. So outside of that, it's just like, Oh, did you tell him about Frank West, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess another potential lead character was Frank West, which I don't give a fuck about. Like, fuck Frank West. Like, I could care less. He was cool in Tatsunoko because he had, like, a Mega Man super, but, like, his super was, like, a Buster Cannon or some shit, but...
Didn't they? I remember. Wasn't there like the American version of Mega Man or something like in Marvel's Capcom 3? Because they used the box art because American box art of Mega Man was like a big fat guy.
That was in fucking that was in Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Okay. Yeah. Bring him back.
Yeah, and he was a PlayStation exclusive. Yeah, they were on some shit. They were on that. They were on the best kind of asset when they thought of that.
I was like, ooh, because I was like, okay, how is this Mega Man? It's not Mega Man. But then I actually looked into it, I'm like, that's actually brilliant,
Oh yeah, that shit is. Yeah, they wild for that. They're wild on like many levels for that.
Whoever, okay, I get it as a joke, but then they actually have to sit there and program these characters. Like, come on, guys.
Right? Like, wouldn't the joke be over after, like, 1 hour of programming the character? Like, I don't really gotta draw this dude. I'm cool.
Avengers versus X-Men, John. We gotta stick together.
Like, imagine, like I said, you're working on the 3D models for hours, and you're really just like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't open up my fucking mouth in the meeting. Why did I suggest this? Yeah, that's definitely one of those things where it's just like an instant regret. But I don't know. I'm trying to think of like Capcom characters I really want. Like I said, I prefer Zero. Ken would be cool, but I get it not having him in there. There's one character from number 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which is why I wish I always played that game a little bit more. He's a dude with the fucking sword. His name is Hayato. That dude was fucking tight. Like I played Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and I'm just like, damn. I wish I would have probably played this in the heyday because he's super cool. I don't know if you should remember him since you played way more 2 than I did. He has like a fucking lightsaber. He's like a ninja looking with a nice lightsaber. He has like a fucking bandana. That dude's fucking tight.
Oh, yep, I know who you're talking about. Yep.
That's a Capcom character. He's from a Capcom fighting game.
And Strider kind of mixed up, but yes.
Yeah. But I never played the game he's from. I never even heard of that shit. I wouldn't mind having Captain Commando because I know in Marvel 1 I used to use Captain Commando and Captain America. Oof, that used to be the combo. Capping that ass.
Definitely. Oh, yep, Captain Commando. Yep. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he was like...
That's who I was going to just ask you about him, too, because I know he brings in like other people with him, like some of his moves are actually bringing in team members and stuff, which would be cool. He's got the shades and stuff. Yeah.
And then Street Fighter characters. I mean, I guess I could add some of the new ones. I mean, they added Sea Viper in Marvel 3, and she was brand new to Street Fighter 4. So if they do something like that, if they add a Street Fighter 5 exclusive character. I'm trying to see who would be like a good Street Fighter 5 character. I guess, Rashid will work. He's a Street Fighter 5 character, and like he already plays fucking WoW. If you play him in fucking Marvel's Capcom, oh yeah, he would be dope.
No, I was thinking of Rashiki. What to do? I can't remember.
He looks like Aladdin pretty much in the new Street Fighter 5. So you know he's like a Middle Eastern character.
Please, no more.
But I'm trying to see who else is on that list. I love how the old game.
IPs.
Yeah, I'm looking at. Oh yeah, you can do that. 'Cause yeah, right now I'm looking at just people who have been in past games. It's always nice to have Dan in the games. Dan was pretty cool addition, but I get it if there's not space for him. Fuck it, don't put him in there.
Alright.
Yeah, like I said, off top, those are all the people I can think of on the Capcom side that I will put in there.
I thought so.
I'm trying to see. Yeah.
Oh wow.
What happened?
Capcom's got a very small list of IPs, man.
Yeah, they've been on struggle for a while now.
Party and Okami. Didn't they have Okami in?
Oh yeah. They had. Well, yeah. I mean, technically, the character's name is Amaterasu or some shit like that, like the actual dog. But yeah, they had the dog in there from Okami, which is same shit. I'm kind of surprised they didn't put that character in there. But like I said, that's why I'm excited about the Monster Hunter character, because regardless of how I felt about Monster Hunter 3, it was dope to see Arthur finally playable. It was dope to fucking see, the dog from Okami in there. And like I said, Arthur, he walked in fucking, Ghosts and Goblins, or Ghouls, whatever. He walked that way, he jumped that way. He had like a armor that broke off, and like, I don't know, like stuff like that is dope. It's super dope how, like I said, fucking Phoenix Wright, he collected evidence while he's whooping that ass to undo his kind of thing. Like the mechanics of those were cool and creative. So like I said, my only main Capcom game that I really play now is Monster Hunter, and like I said, depending on how they do that character, I'm hyped for it.
Are you the master of your technology?
That could be real dope. And if you don't have anyone else, we can go to the Marvel side. Because the Marvel
Power Stone, I don't really know that.
Oh yeah, dude, that character has to be Power Stone. The dude from Power Stone, something like, I don't know. I want to say Red Falcon, but I don't know if that's his name. I'm trying to think of his name. Yeah, dude, if he's not DLC, they definitely missed the ball. Because I'm sure if they did a poll, he had to be like at least at minimum top 5 like fan requested characters. And that's kind of weird because, I didn't know Power Stone was popping like that. All I remember is the demo and then eventually playing it on PSP. But yeah, dude, that's definitely a character that's like a golden opportunity to get people to buy into it. But yeah, just the main character would be enough. Maybe they'll have some buddies fly in and whip some ass, but yeah, that's definitely a good character design potential that could be in the game. But for the Marvel side now, we got the list right here. So this, like I said, this is still a rumored leak list, and it's there we go. We got Ant-Man, makes a lot of sense. He has a movie. He was already somewhat in the game. Hawkeye special,
yes.
So yeah, that was dope though. Definitely dope. Hawkeye, he's in the game again, which is dope. Makes sense. I think he's already confirmed. He's like one of the movie scenes. So he's actually already confirmed Hawkeye. He has like a more MCU redesign or look. I'm sure they're gonna have all different costumes in this game, but at least their default aesthetic is gonna be more realistic and kind of MCU-ish.
Right. Yeah. I like the MCU Ant-Man suit way more.
Yeah, MCU Ant-Man. I ain't mad at it. I'm definitely not mad at it. Even MCU Rocket, I do like the little suit, like him and Star-Lord and like all of them, like being in that uniform, little blue tuxedo type looking shit. But you know, I can get jiggy with it.
I definitely like that one because if you actually look at the regular comic book version of the Rocket, they make him look really like too raccoon, I guess. Like not even like cartoon raccoon, not like actual raccoon.
Yeah.
Even though he's not a raccoon.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. But they got Captain America. He's already confirmed. He's in hella movie scenes and like gameplay footage. Yep, Captain Marvel. She's in there, of course. Doctor Strange is coming back, which sounds like a weird decision in number 3, but you know that character's full on MCU. He out here now, so. Which was weird because they always had like Shuma Gorath in the game, but never had any trace of Doctor Strange. But yeah, he's actually pretty tight in number 3. I know he's like at least tournament viable. But big shout out to him. He has the Eye of Agamotto and all that kind of shit. So he's cool. That's dope. I never played with him. It was cool when he got announced for the game because one of my buddies, he was a big Doctor Strange fan when that game was coming out. So I was like, yeah, you're really a Doctor Strange fan? Like, of everyone? Like, his 2 favorite heroes was Doctor Strange and Mr. Fantastic. And I'm like, what the hell? I was like, yeah, you definitely... I was like, you...
white fiber.
I was like, yeah, you definitely read comics because, as much as I'm involved, I'm surface level into a lot of stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I don't get the appeal. But I get now, being more well versed in it. I'm like, I get it. I'll still never be a fan of Mr. Fantastic, but like I said, I always will understand his importance and how smart he is, and shit like that. Like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, Plus, he was part of the Illuminati that sent Hulk away, so fuck him.
Right.
That was the perfect reason for me to hate him. I'm like, really? Are you on that?
Shit. Well, let's get through the list because I definitely fucking Namor. I would like to see Namor at it too.
Who's Namor?
Fuck it. He's basically like a villain. Basically, fucking Marvel's Aquaman.
Oh yeah, the swamp looking ass dude. Yeah. Yeah.
He actually feels like a king.
Mm-hmm. That'd be dope, actually. And then, oh, nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What move is that when you hit? Like, do you hit the ground and it just say cage?
Yeah, it's like his brass knuckles.
Gotcha. He did have the brass knuckles in Ultimate Alliance too. The cage brass knuckles. That shit was tight. But the next character is Gamora. Makes the most sense. If they need a female character, Guardians of the Galaxy is popping. It's good. This game is obviously around. This game is around Infinity Stones. You have Thanos' daughter. I see it. Like, if you're not gonna add Drax, Star-Lord, you need that female character. Plus, she's connected to Thanos. Oh yeah, I can see that. It's cool. She'll probably play like a fucking speedy ass, fast X-22 type character, 23 character or some shit. Like, I don't know. I want to still have like a sword, or she'll probably have a weapon, I'm sure. And then after Gamora, you have Hawkeye, which is already confirmed. Hulk, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man, the Rocket Raccoon. He's confirmed in the game, but according to the leak list, it says Rocket Raccoon in Groot. So, yeah. So I'm sure they're probably just going to keep a lot of what Rocket has from the 3rd game and just like tweak it with Groot. And obviously, they did have a gameplay footage of Rocket Raccoon's super, like a special move, and they have Groot in the super. So like I said, he's in the super at least, so we already know Groot's the least visible, and he looks pretty tight actually. Like to if you're like talking shit about how the game looks, I don't know, man. Like Rocket looks decent, but like Groot looks kind of tight in the super animation. So at least we know he's there. We have Spiderman, Thanos. Kind of makes sense. No gameplay of Thanos, but Infinity. You can't have Infinity Stone without talking about him. Thor, Ultron. There's tons of gameplay of Ultron already. He looks pretty dope. Like, I can see Rocket being kind of close to how Thanos is. Like, maybe he calls assists to Groot. Groot comes out, probably does some shit. So instead of, like, you know, Groot, Rocket having some of the special moves, they'll probably just be Groot special moves while he does shit.
I'm wondering if it's going to be, like, Baby Groot on Rocket's shoulder, or is it going to be, like, Rocket on Big Groot's shoulder?
Well, if you look at the Super that they released, it was like a 10-second clip of Rocket Raccoon's Super. It shows like a big ass Groot. So he's not Baby Groot, yeah. So that's dope. And then they have Nova in here, which is not a bad idea. He's technically not MCU, but although the Nova Corp is in the fucking filmed already, you still don't have the actual fucking Richard Rider. Yeah. Whatever that was, video. Yeah, like you technically don't have them in the MCU, but like I said, you have the Nova Corp. And like I said, if they do plan on doing something with Nova in the future, MCU wise, and like I said, they already introduced them into Guardians, so I can see that working. And plus, like I said, he's a number 3, so copy and paste. We need a character slot while we work on the real shit. That's what I think a lot of the assets are. It's just like, we'll rush these, we'll have some DLC, and then after all that initial shit, all the stuff that they're probably really working on now will be released, you know, after the fact. Like, so hopefully we'll see a lot of brand new. I don't know. I guess that's probably the biggest gripe with everyone. Is like we want like brand new kind of shit. Yeah. Right. And the DLC rumor for the Marvel side was Venom, which a lot of people are hyped about because he hasn't been represented in a grip in the game. So that's pretty much that. Who do you kind of like love to see from the Marvel side? Like me personally, I definitely, you know, it's a character I'm actually playing with right now. I definitely thought it was a shoe-in to see Black Panther in the game, and I definitely won't be surprised if he is DLC. I don't think he should be, but I definitely think he should have been base roster. But I definitely kind of think Black Panther has to be in the game, man. Especially with this movie coming out and like his style of gameplay. Right. Like they can literally do anything. He's fucking, to me, Black Panther has always been like, I think he could be Marvel's Batman. Like I feel like he could. I mean, he has infinite funds. He has the martial arts. He has, you know, the Mystic Panther God, depending on how you look at it. You know, hand to hand. He's a king, you know, it's like what about this character can you not fucking like? So, yeah, man.
So, the thing I was going to talk about is, like, I like the fact that they got all these characters in it and stuff, but there's notable absence. Any X-Men, or let alone any Fox-only characters, you know?
Yep.
Can't even get a Johnny Storm or a Swing up in their kids.
Exactly. Which is, like I said, I'm definitely on the fence about how I feel about it. Well, not on the fence, but, like if I was Marvel, shit, I'll probably do the same thing. Like, you know, and like I said, it's not like they can't put them in the game, because they obviously still own everything video game related. It's more of like a middle finger in your asshole, like, fuck you.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Or just, fuck it. You don't need more fans or something you don't own. You know?
Exactly.
I mean, they could instead of Mr. Fantastic, give the Miss Marvel, she basically has the same power set. So there we go. Throw a little girl in there.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not an entire loyalist. Like, I understand that this whole relationship began for more or less with X-Men Children of Atom, or X-Men versus Street Fighter. Like, I get it. I understand all that bullshit. I get it. But this game is not called X-Men versus Street Fighter. And I get, like, you know, people can say, oh, this is Avengers, Guardians versus Capcom. Like, yeah, you know, that joke was hella funny, like, you know, the first day. Like, right? You know, laugh so hard you shit yourself. But hey, I'd rather them keep jabbing and slapping Fox than to Because let's be honest, I played a majority of these Marvel games. The only one of these motherfucking characters I even played with, like, a little bit was Wolverine. I don't play Storm. I don't play Doctor Doom. And to be honest, Doom is cool in these games, and he's always, like, you know, top tier and, like, badass. But Doom is a way cool, like, he's such a badass character that even the game doesn't represent him as well. Like, he's Doom. Like, he's big enough to be, like, the main boss of the game. Like, so, like I said, like, you know, he could be more badass than he is even is in the game. Like, he could be fucking overpowered. Magneto's kind of tight though. I fuck with Magneto a little bit, but I get it. If it doesn't benefit Marvel in any way, so why they don't care about you crying that they're not in the game. You know,
they don't have a need to do it.
Yeah, they don't even have a real need to make this game. No. To be honest.
Honestly, yeah. Unless they're trying to, I mean, people will still play the old games anyways if it comes to esports. People will still be playing the other ones, so they don't have to make it. You're right.
Yeah. So, like I said, it does kind of suck. I get it, because, like, I don't even think you should even expect someone like Psylocke to ever come back into these kind of games. Like, she was already an obscure X-Men character in the first place. And, like, the fact that, you know, Fox is on some hoe-ass shit. And I get it, like, you know, Gambit, he was always a cool character in these games. I actually fucked around with him on Marvel 1. He was dope, you know. He's one of the original, and I think X-Men Children of Adam, or at least X-Men vs. Cross Street Fighter. So I get it, like, you know, Gambit's tight and shit. He doesn't have a presence in anything Marvel film related or Fox. Like, he was in, like, that one movie that fucking, was it X-Men Origins? With fucking Wolverine Origins or whatever. He was in that. But, like, you know. Like I said, a part of me, like, hates it.
Movie at the end of this year, but they still haven't. That movie's crazy.
Yeah, Channing Tatum.
The only thing Channing Tatum did was take a picture at fucking Comic-Con with Stanley, and that's it.
Right. But I don't know. Like I said, I get how much it does suck. I guess I was just hoping, like I said, at least, as long as they get it. I don't like how, and like I said, like with 6 DLC characters, like I said, that's 3 each side. So Venom and Sigma is kind of like rumored to be at least 1. Like, you know, that's 2 on each side. Not many of the Netflix series is getting represented. You know, Iron Fist was in the 3rd game, but he's not released in this game. Luke Cage, he wasn't in the game at all.
All right.
So would you do a Luke Cage or Daredevil? I doubt they would do Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
Out of all those characters, I mean, it would be nice to have a female character because, you know, it's like lacking. But I want to see them have Jessica Jones. So if they were to do any of those characters, the easiest one for them would be Iron Fist, since he's already a character. So why would you make fucking Iron Fist DLC? Especially after his Netflix show, that's not enticing.
Oh. No, that's not gonna get people to stuff.
Exactly. So it's like almost like you rather not have him. And then if that's the case, I'd rather have Luke Cage.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, they should have somebody definitely. I mean, just a nice, different, like new set, but that's just more work they're gonna have to do.
Mm-hmm. And then Daredevil can always be, for some reason, like, I get it, like, he can always be played similar to, like, how fucking Spiderman plays.
Pretty much.
And, like, even him and Iron Fist can play similar. They're both real kung fu ass niggas fighting the hand. So, like, you know, it's a little tough to really, like, kind of, like, get an idea of what he thinks is probably going to work. But, yeah, I don't know. I think Black Panther has to be in the game. Like, it just makes the most sense, especially because he's going to have a big-ass movie. That shit comes out next year, Black History Month. Yes. Boy, you already know that's going to be wild.
You know how everybody's getting pissed about the female-only
Guess you never learned how to take a punch.
viewing of Wonder Woman. Imagine when fucking Black Panther comes out, man.
Oh, man, yeah, that shit's going to be wild.
Black only, they can't do that. I don't think they'll be able to do that.
Yeah, no power that be will let that happen.
No. I don't even think I would go to it, honestly. If I had the choice, I probably wouldn't. I'm like, dude, I want to watch the movie. I don't want to hear people clapping and saying yes and all that shit.
But, and like I said, dude, personally, they couldn't have any better cast or director. Like I'm already, like I said, I'm already on board.
I'm totally on board, man.
Yeah, so.
I'm just waiting for a trailer. Cause they can get the trailer though, for real.
We'll probably get a trailer. Thor Ragnarok is probably going to get a trailer. But that's probably what that's like I said, dude. Thor Ragnarok, I'm hella hyped for it. And I got Black Panther as the next movie after that. Woo! That shit's about to be hype, dog. That shit's about to be.
I think what, later on that summer comes. Oh, you remember? I want to say no, Infinity War. Boom. I forgot. Yeah, Infinity War comes out in May, so we're good. We're good.
1, 2, 3. Like that fucking I get money. 1, 2, 3. That's all Marvel gonna be doing, dog. I get money. 1, 2, 3. Back to back to back.
I'm telling you, they're gonna make they're gonna make at least. Oh man, if Infinity War doesn't do at least 1.5 billion, I would consider it a failure. If I was at the studio.
And that's crazy. To even have that dumbass shit just come out of your mouth. That's crazy.
Greetings.
You know what I mean? Like that is buck wild. To even because like to be honest, like can you really expect anything less? Like
No.
Dude, exactly. That's Infinity War Part 1's supposed to have all these fucking characters, all these actors. It's what we've really been boiling down to. The Infinity Stones, like all this. Oh yeah, dude, that shit has to do minimum 1.5 billion.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that shit's gonna be crazy.
Dude, I am lost. Solid.
But yeah, like, I don't know. We'll see what they do, but like those are like the kind of main characters that I think should at least kind of be in the game or at least be around. But yeah, like I said, Ant-Man being in there is dope. Like I said, a lot of people are really underwhelmed by the list. I get it. But one of the big rumors when the game was getting announced last fall was that they're going to do DLC packs that are going to be X-Men characters.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense if you're going to do X-Men, might as well keep them up for it.
Yeah. So, like, people were saying, like one of the rumors was that they're going to have a DLC pack, you know, just kind of like how everyone does, like, the character packs. That they're going to have, like, a DLC pack called, like, you know, X-Men versus Street Fighter, as in, like, a callback to that game series. So they're going to keep it real isolated, which I think should silence everyone. And that's like, I think, yeah, hey, no Deadpool. That movie's hot too. Why the hell are they going to try to get people to go to that movie theater? I definitely like, they're like, we ain't doing that. We ain't getting more people to watch that movie. Fuck that. Because I don't know. I'm just really disappointed in Fox's arrogance. Like, they should have. X-Men First Class, or what was the X-Men movie? Days of Future Past. If that was the perfect time to be like, all right, now let's see what we can do. Because what if the universe reset in Days of Future Past and it reset into the MC universe?
Yeah, that would have been amazing.
That would have been brilliant. Like that would have been like perfect. It would have satisfied all audience. Everyone would have been making money. You know,
man, I bet Hugh Jackman would have went nowhere. You could have had him still have the memories of the last universe and still this universe.
Yeah. So that was their best opportunity to. Like I said, if Sony can make it work, I don't see why they can't. Sony have arguably the more popular character.
Yes. A character we could definitely stand on his own.
Yeah. Because X-Men is a giant entity, but fucking Spiderman is the mascot for Marvel. Like, let's be real.
Yes. I mean, like they say, I'm pretty sure Spiderman, he sells more action figures and toys and merchandise than Batman, Superman, and I think Wonder Woman combined.
So, if they can work it out, I don't see what the issue is with Fox not being able to at least figure some shit out. Like, god damn. But like I said, it sucks because at the end of the day, we lose as like the consumer, the person who buys into the entertainment.
Yeah, exactly. Especially people who are like completionists. Like it does you feel complete. At the end of the day. I mean, the only thing they would have to figure out is why do people hate?
Must be nice knowing
Why do people like
country's
hate
got your
the
back.
X-Men compared to Spider-Man? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do X-Men that hate? Maybe it's true. They can figure that out. Maybe because you don't know who could become an X-Men. Maybe
Yeah. But
yeah. Okay. So we just got what, like 2 more topics?
Yeah, 2 more topics. We're gonna sprinkle it in with a little bit of DC. So we already had like a 2-hour mark, so this is gonna be a nice little beefy episode comeback. But like I said. So the next thing I want to talk about is we'll talk about another game. We'll talk about Injustice 2, and then we're going to end it with a TV show because it's going to be like kind of like a review. So we'll try to like wrap it up within the next 20 minutes. But the next thing I want to talk about is Injustice 2, and I don't know if you've played it or at least watched the movie scenes, but dude, like low key, they just got it on. They got it on lock, man. They just figured it out. Like Mortal Kombat has always been selling copies, but just the way they market and just the way, and I'm glad. Ever since back when Mortal Kombat was going bankrupt, Midway Games and all that shit. Ever since like WP bought them, like this proved that like, it was always a good choice. Like, because not only do they have a powerhouse behind them, Mortal Kombat sells always. Regardless of how, like I said, especially as far as casuals, like casuals play Mortal Kombat more than anything.
Yeah, when people think fighting games, you usually think Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
or
and
Street Fighter.
yeah, and especially like they found the way to navigate that weird mobile games or video games kind of market. Because I've seen like I don't know, it's so weird seeing kids play Sonic on like iPads and shit. Because it's just like. That's why another reason why Sega has a disconnect. Like, dude, kids are playing Sega or playing fucking Sonic games. Like, they don't know what the fuck a Sega is. They don't know anything, but they're fucking playing these Sonic games like on iPads. But they found a way to not only have decently mobile fighting games, but they got the microtransaction algorithm down. They got, I don't know. So the fact that they translated that into a console game, and they translated it like the way. Like, it has levels, you can grind gear, you can grind, like, aesthetics, like, you have, like, fucking loot boxes, like, every fucking game has nowadays, like, dude, they just did the best of everything, and then, of course, they have the best property. They have fucking superheroes, they have Batman, they have, Brainiac is in the new game. It's crazy, man, like, it's, like, the perfect mix of casual, competitive, microtransactions, like, yeah, dude, they got that shit on lock. And the game is actually legitimately fun to play. The story mode, definitely top tier. Like, story mode's always delivered in Mortal Kombat games, I think. That's one reason why a lot of people do, because regardless of people talk shit about the story mode, like it doesn't make sense and this and that, they at least know how to make you understand and know the characters, because like how many people know about certain characters in Street Fighter and what they do and all that kind of shit. People know Liu Kang was always like the protagonist. People know Raiden is the Thunder God. People know Shao Kahn. They know they know all these things just because like someone who doesn't play competitively, they have the game, they treat it like a one-player experience. They go through the story mode and they're like, they get it.
I mean, yeah, and it definitely started with which one was that where Liu Kang gets killed?
Deadly Alliance.
That's exactly where it first started for me with Mortal Kombat, actually getting the story mode of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
because 1 and 2 do have their own, stories, but they were kind of just mishmashed,
Yeah, it was just like every other fighting game. Like you didn't get the story until you got to the end of the ladder, like with the little cutscene with the just with the words. And like I said, especially in like the arcade days, how many people are really beating the last boss? That shit was to take your quarters. You ain't getting to that last. Yeah, you ain't getting to that last menu. You ain't knowing shit. And even if you get there, you ain't reading it. You just skipping it. So yeah, Deadly Alliance was perfect. That shit was PS2 era as well. Right when everyone was playing fucking like San Andreas not San Andreas, GTA 3. Yeah, people were on that shit heavy. So yeah, they did an amazing job at finding like the story and like I said, ever since then, regardless of how you think the story was, good or bad and like confusing, hey man, people understood. They knew the characters. They could like, hey, I like Katana. They know who it is. They're not confusing it with the green chick. They're not confusing it with this one. So many people fucking cosplay Melina and shit.
Yes.
Like it's ridiculous. But yeah, dude, Injustice 2, like, top to bottom, dope. You can play the character you like. You can have them look different. You can grind character levels, and you can actually play with your character online, like how you adjust them with the different stats. So you can actually win if your character's at a higher level, even if you're not at a higher skill level per se. They have the competitive aspect. They have the ranked leaderboards that puts everyone on even playing field. So they have like a tournament mode, so they satisfy that. And in the tournament mode, you could have randomly generated costumes. So even if you don't grind all the gear in the tournament mode, where you equalize everything, you can have it randomly generate different gear. So you can play with all the cool costumes and all the cool gear, even if you're not even that person to grind and open all the boxes. And even if you do, so then also once you have your custom character, you can play with that same looking character online. The stats just don't improve. Like everyone's still gonna be at an even playing field. So like even if I wanted to play with like my reverse, like my Kid Flash version of Flash, regardless of how the stats look, I just play with them how I look, and I can play on ranked, and I won't be at a disadvantage. And then you have like different loadouts. Like I said, like the one player experience on that is what's going to keep people just turning that shit on. But like I said, hopefully they find a way to get people to kind of pay attention to like at least the scene. Because even that, like they're doing wild shit. Like their competitive thing, like they're having like a whole like little circuit. They're going to like different cities across the world, having tournaments at GameStop, and that's what I said. Like they understand, like I don't fuck with GameStop like that, but I'm like, okay, GameStop tournaments all across the world. You earn points, and like so even if you're that person that don't know about the competitive scene, you just know about this one player game, and you know about GameStop. You just go in that way, and then who knows, you get introduced to kind of like the scene, and then who knows, you maybe watch a tournament, and you see someone whooping ass, and then now you're like, oh shit, I want to do that, I want to be that good. So you never know who can like come from all this kind of shit.
Alright, and I know the first Injustice definitely like broke ground, created a whole new universe, a new body. Even if you just like comics, you still have something there for it.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly. Because the Injustice comics are definitely like a thing that people like issues still come out for that. People still look into that shit and read it. So like I said, man, like I said, I'll always be happy that WB and like NetherRealm is like doing their own thing, and like they're making it fun. And like I said, the Injustice 2 is definitely a dope game. I definitely think it's a lot better than number 1. And like I said, they got a good thing going for them. And like, they're probably gonna make so much money off this damn game. Because also they even got their mobile game like up to par. Like you unlock shit on the mobile game, and you unlock shit in the real game. Because back when Mortal Kombat X came out, people were still playing the Injustice 1 mobile game. And I'm like, what? This shit, people playing that? And all that shit is just tapping the goddamn screen and, like, unlocking cards with just characters. And, like, you can only play for 10 minutes or you run out of this. And if you want to play more, you get, like, you buy recharge orders type shit, People eat that shit up, man. They're just
that's pretty fun. I think that's what made Marvel champion. That's what Marvel has so many different other games that you can just play.
yeah. So yeah, after having Marvel's Contest of Champions, why the fuck should they come out with, Marvel vs. Capcom, where they're only going to sell maybe 200,000 to a million copies maybe the first year, and it's only going to have the hardcore people that play it, and like all that kind of shit. Like, so I don't know, like they at least know how to tackle the one-player experience. Yeah, I got whooped somehow. It happens.
Yeah, that's because we're stuck at a certain level. That's why. We can level 10 for like the last two bosses.
True. But so like I said, I get it, but Injustice 2 is definitely dope. It's cool because even right now, I think you can only cap the characters out to like level 20. So once they're like, oh, give it a month or so, a couple months. I'm like, okay, now you can cap the character level 40 if they want to. More people will start playing the game again, even if they die down. And then also, like I said, they have like this multiverse kind of thing, to where it's like towers, and they're always changing and uploading, and you unlock different gear with your characters. And yeah, dude, they definitely did their best to have like an Overwatch or kind of like PC gaming atmosphere with like grinding, like I said, it's like the World of Warcraft, but a fighting game, and it's with superheroes. And, yeah, dude, they got the single player experience unlocked, and the story mode is definitely dope.
No, I don't doubt the story, because I know when the first one came out, I just watched it. I would sat back and watched it like it was a movie.
Yep.
It was a fucking great story. It helps you explain why Joker can fucking go his whole secret. All right, so
the last thing we're gonna end it with is the Flash. I want to say, I think it's season 3.
Yes, season 3.
Season 3 of the Flash. So in the midst of all this injustice and video gaming, the perfect thing happened. The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl, and Arrow all got their newest seasons dumped onto Netflix. So definitely watch all those if you guys have missed out and you need to catch up. Like myself, Supergirl, I haven't even watched one episode, but now since it's part of like the CW or whatever, and they're crossing over and shit, it's cool. I can probably check it out. I guess it's not a necessity, but I'll probably fucks with it. But the Flash season 3, man. Dude, I blew through that shit in like I think 2 days. Cause I started it over from the beginning too. Cause the last episode I saw was the Wally and the Cocoon, I think. Oh no, the last episode. Last episode I watched was episode 7, and that was the episode right before the invasion episode.
Okay.
Yeah, because the invasion episode, they did like the 4 TV show crossover.
4 show crossover, which was crazy. 4-night crossover. That's
it was ambitious as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude, Flash season 3, man, that shit was pretty tight, man. I definitely enjoyed it, and I don't know. Sometimes I feel like this is like the last hope, because Arrow I'm definitely soft on. I looked at the last episode I saw of Arrow, and it wasn't even the newest season. It was like halfway in the last season. So I haven't the whole new season is out up on Netflix. I haven't even watched that episode. Like that, I haven't watched a season.
A lot changed for Arrow in season 5. A lot changed.
Yeah, the first thing I noticed, because via the crossover episode, Mr. Terrific is part of the team now, and he's actually his character instead of just pretty much Black Felicity. He tips into that a little bit, but they actually give him his T-spheres, which is cool.
Exactly. If it wasn't for Flash, I think Arrow would still be stuck in that same mode.
Yeah. Like I said, Arrow was definitely, I don't know, I was kind of like, oh yeah, this show's dead.
I'm surprised it's getting another season, which I'm not 100% sure.
But yeah, Flash season 3, whether it's a spoiler or not, like I said, I definitely liked it. I was hype about their. I don't know. I just like the way they always roll it out. The Flashpoint was dope because, like I said, I thought it was going to be Flashpoint the whole season, but you know, it wasn't. It was just kind of like the catalyst of what was going to happen during the fucking show.
I wish it would last at least 2 more episodes. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I had. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah. I was definitely hyped when it was going into Flashpoint because at the end of season 2, I was like, oh shit, Flashpoint, it's about to get real. And then yeah, we only get 2 episodes of it, which is whatever. But it was dope how he said that set the whole season off. We run into fucking Savitar. You know, he was definitely a dope bad because you know after Zoom and all that shit that was going on, it's like kind of like, you know, what do you do after that?
Exactly.
Outside of Flashpoint.
Definitely ambitious because the first season of Flash pretty much almost flawless. Like, for real. But then the only problem I do have with Flash is maybe a personal problem for me because I do watch it week to week and actually waiting a whole week just to watch that episode, it's just like it takes a toll.
I can see it being unsatisfying on a week to week basis. Yeah, like I said, it was really nice to watch it all together, no breaks.
And then you do get some of those like quasi filler episodes where it's just like they're still like, dude, the bad guy's still out there. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was I mean, the best CW show out right now. You know?
It definitely is. Like I said, the twist was pretty cool. Like I said, I was half surprised, half predicted it because that was pretty much my prediction for season 2. Like that's could have swore.
That's
fucking.
What I was about to say. Yep.
Yeah.
Same thing I was thinking. I was thinking, oh, that's Barry's doppelganger from fucking Earth 2, presume. But you know, they do it. It's interesting. This, you know.
But yeah, like I said, like it was dope. Like, you know, the final reveal of Savitar, because you know he's like fucking the god of the Speed Force. And I'm like, damn. But obviously, you know, he comes down to be human, and I love the constant, you know, you're not a god, Barry. Like, you know, like throughout the whole season, like it kind of seemed like that was the theme. So,
like, Barry's fallible. He's not. He does make mistakes, and sometimes the mistakes are the mistakes he makes are usually what comes back to bite him in the ass.
Yeah.
I'm one of the original 5 X-Men. If I've made it this far, there's no reason to
so like I said, I get it. It's what needs to be done. Or I'll switch back to the Incredible Hulk. Yeah. So he's the actual character I have at level 23. Yeah. But like I said, it was definitely super dope. I'm glad that we actually have Kid Flash. I don't know, dude. Like I said, it was hella wet. Like, you know, Jay Garrick and that bitch, Jesse Quick, Wally West, Barry Allen. Like,
yeah, they definitely did fill out the Flash crew or whatever.
Yeah.
Try not to break anything.
Like, that shit was cool. Like, oh, dude, I'm still stuck on that Destroy the Prime Serpent idol. Motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking too. I'm like, hopefully I'll be able to beat it. Yeah.
But like I said, so it was good just to have him have companions, and they weren't all like just random ass people. Like, it was actually like the speed, like the Flash family of speedsters. Like, it was nice. And like I said, dude, like, I don't know, man. Like, just lately, I've just become such a big fan of the Flash because, you know, he's always been like cool. But I guess, like I said, like just kind of like anyone, like when I was younger, I was just like, okay, what can you do other than run? But now it's just like, yeah, you just see how dope he is as a character. And like I said,
even though sometimes he does forget he has certain powers.
True.
And that's just right. You can't make Flash is on godlike power set. Like,
yeah.
Real.
Yeah, his skill set is a little OP. And like, it wasn't until Justice League cartoon that I really realized, I was like, oh shit, so Flash is like on some next level shit. Like, you know, just having access to the Speed Force and like all that other shit is like, it's crazy, man. Like, like I said, he was just fast. He can make tornadoes, and he can fucking phase through stuff. I'm like, that's cool. It makes sense. He's fast, you know. Vibrate frequencies. But yeah, this dude's on a whole nother level. Like.
But I do like how the show focuses on like the Speed Force and how it almost is like a whole different universe that taps into that energy. I do like that.
Yeah, I definitely like that. Yeah, that's pretty dope. And like, I love the episode when the Speed Force made him feel like shit. I'm like, hell yeah. Like fucking Eddie showed up and was just like, I'm dead, bitch.
And then Jay had to sacrifice himself. Like, oh man, come on.
Dude, that was tough. They're like, yeah, he didn't.
Like, he didn't do nothing. But he's true hero.
Yeah, but it's dope. Like I said, Cisco, his powers are developing pretty dope, and like, you know, you had it when he was Reverb, so you kind of like see his like at least potential. So to see this Cisco possibly get there is dope. So it's like I like how they just like, you know, sprinkle that in there, like, you know, you could be a god. And then Gypsy was another like same as Reverb, like, you know, she was just kind of like, you know, we had the same powers, so, you know, put this bitch, like, you know, realize your potential. So Cisco is definitely getting there. Some of the, like I said, some of the little flashpoint changes, they were a little silly, but they worked. Like when fucking his brother was fucking died because of the fucking flashpoint, and he was being like, I won't say a bitch about it because I guess I get it, but I'm just like, man, he don't even know what he was doing. He's like, of course he didn't go back. He wasn't even back here yet. But you know,
but he didn't even know. And that's another thing, like, so the Barry that was living in this universe, this flashpoint changed, like, that, I guess that guy's just gone now. Those memories are gone forever.
right. Yeah, I guess they could have, like, made those memories come into his head, just like how when he was in Flashpoint, the Flashpoint memories were, you know, becoming part of himself. But, I mean, I kind of get it, like, you know, it's like that a lot for the Flash. He goes into the new time, which he's always existed. He don't know shit.
And the only thing, the future Barry was a little too small for me. It's like, dude, toughen up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, god damn. It was like, what, 5-6 years later? Come on, man. The way he treated Joe, I'm like, dude, come on, man.
Right?
Joe is your dad, bro. He may have been your father, but I'm no daddy.
Yeah, Joe delivers every season. Man. His character's always dope.
One of the best actors.
Oh, hands down. Like I said, it's good to see everyone else evolve on the show, because like coming into the show, you definitely noticed like Joe was probably one of the premier actors, because you know that dude's been in every like a decent, like you always see him and shit, like, you know, before the Flash. The Tom Cavanaugh dude, like he was one of those actors that at least had a recognizable face. Like, you're okay, I've seen him around and shit. So you can kind of tell like those people were kind of like, yeah, you can kind of tell they were kind of like the anchors a little bit, like, you know.
It's not carrying that.
And then I know Ira, she was like in one of these like, you know, chick movies, like Bring It On or some shit. I can't remember. She was like one of those type shit stuff. But yeah, other than that, it was like, oh, and then you had fucking Killer Frost. You know, she was the Sky High and other shit like that.
Her and her sister, they look exactly the same. I'm pretty sure she was the one in that ABC show, not Modern Family, but No Ordinary Family or something like that.
No, I don't know. I'll have to double check it. But I mean, I guess I like what they did with Killer Frost in this season too, because you know, so everyone like actually likes her character. And then, like, you know, to see her turn evil, it's like, yeah, man, she is Killer Frost, man, she has pretty much no choice but to be evil. So I like how they at least switched up and do their own thing. Like, just how like they did with Flash and Zoom and like Hunter Zolomon and all that shit. Like they're all similar names and characters, but they kind of like, you know, can bend them at their own will.
Yeah,
exactly. So we'll see what's gonna pop with Caitlyn. Or Killer Frost, whatever she's calling herself, in these next couple seasons. I actually became a fan of fucking Julian. It took me a little while, but I became a fan of him.
Oh yeah, he had some of the best. He had some of the best lines and reactions. Because that's the thing about this show. Like, it's the what? It was the third season of it. So like all the stuff that's like Cisco and all these other characters, they can't really be, reacting to certain weird things the same way because they've been through so much. Julian was like that perfect character. Like, whoa, what? This is what?
Yeah.
We're going to Planet of the Apes,
Yeah, but he was also that character that like he kicked them some real shit. Like he had to say some shit that they needed to hear, and I was glad that he was an asshole enough character like to build to that. Like he was like the asshole character, but it didn't sound off when he was saying certain things like this is stupid. Like you realize this is like that, right? Like he would just like kind of like lay it flat out for him. Like he like, all right, I get it, but I don't fucking care. Like this is like no, that's not. Like, his only, weakness was, his little Caitlyn shit. Which is, like, kind of unexplained because I'm like, didn't he have a girlfriend in one of the episodes or did he just lie?
Right, I was thinking that too. Like, didn't he have something else tethering to, like, London or something? Or maybe he was just saying that because
he didn't want to hang. Yeah, he didn't want to hang out with Barry. Yeah.
But I wonder if they're going to actually bring him back to this. And they have to.
Yeah.
And then, you like you were saying, Tom Capitol, he definitely had a too.
He's having a ball on this show, dude.
I'm telling you,
he's having so much fucking fun.
He never gets stale because he gets to play different characters. Like, yeah, they're the same person, but he gets to play different characters every fucking season.
Yeah, dude.
And you can clearly tell the difference between HR and Harry. There's a clear difference.
Yep. And then I also want to give a little props to the actors too, because even though it is the same character, they're actually treating them like it's different too. So that even helps out even more. Like when they're interacting with Harry, like he's making it so believable that like you get a different performance out of someone else who's talking to Harry, and then when they're talking to HR, so I'm like, dude, just that alone, you have to get elevated to be on his level. So I thought that was like fucking tight. But yeah, dude, he is. Boy, if you throw that nigga a trophy or something, man, like he's killing it.
He has different mannerisms, like it's crazy.
Yeah, like that dude is like, dude, like I'm low key like, damn, like have I only really seen him in Flash? Like, what the hell has this dude been? Like, he's definitely.
I know he was in Yogi Bear.
That shit wild. But yeah, you could tell that actor is just having fun as fuck, and he's actually like, he's killing it too. Like, yeah, dude. But shout out to HR, dude. He was like, he definitely had a nice little arc. He had a nice little sacrifice, and like, I don't know, like that shit was dope.
And that's another thing. Waiting week to week for that. That's probably why I was like, come on, let's just see if you got it or not. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, true. But
I do give the writers credit. They made it interesting. That's all you can ask.
But yeah, that show was dope. But yeah, dude, fucking Julian, when he was like, when they were going to fucking Earth 2 to go to Gorilla City. Oh man, that shit was the best episode ever. Cause he was like, what? We're going to Planet of the Apes? And I was like, why? So you can fucking beat on some fucking monkeys again? Like,
yeah, right?
Like,
that's why really I didn't like him. That's exactly why I didn't like him. Like,
yep. like soon as he said we're going to Planet of the Apes, all I heard in my head was no. Like that shit was perfect. That was like the perfect subtle Easter egg I ever heard in a TV show in my life. And I didn't want to be that nerd that enjoyed it so much just because I knew it, but I was just like, dude, this is so fucking tight. Because what if Planet of the Apes was in Earth 2, so his doppelganger was dead? Oh man, yeah, that shit was comedy gold. But yeah, that was definitely like a nice little. If there was any wink that I like, even like, I was like, okay, that was dope. Yeah, that was a nice little wink. It's like they had to add that line in there.
Of course.
But yeah, I don't know, like,
I got enough chocolate.
It was like Gorilla Grodd. That's definitely a Gorilla Grodd thing. Because I don't know, like, as much as I like Grodd, I don't know, like he is always kind of like that though. Like he's like super cool and he's like a super dope ass character, but like he is kind of like a second fiddle bitch sometimes. Like you know, and but he's always smart. But it's always like, damn. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Like he always had to bow down to Luther a little bit. Even though he is like a bomb ass character and he's like super genius level, and he has telepathy, and he's a fucking monkey, a gorilla, you know what I mean? But then fucking he had to come up with this crazy ass plan because he couldn't throw hands with homeboy.
Right.
Like, I mean, if you think about it, at the end of the day, he couldn't throw hands.
No, because they just brought him in with his ass.
Yep. So that's why I was like, damn, man, like, girl God, man, you could be so much tighter, but, I mean, I guess that's how it has to happen, man, like, just like, you know, like, the fucking, yeah, like, the whole Legion, like you said, like, he's fucking, like, head of Legion of Doom and shit, you know, like, he's a boss-ass, you know, mind and villain, but it makes sense, man, like, you gotta give him limits, and like I said, at least they make it seem like he's always at least evolving and he's getting smarter.
Hey, Stark, shut your face or I'll do it for you.
At least they kind of gave that nugget. But yeah, like Flash Season 3 is definitely pretty good. It was nice to watch. I kind of want to watch Arrow now since I guess Diggle doesn't have a fucking baby anymore. A baby daughter.
Yeah, it's split. He had a daughter. Now it's a son. Even though in Legends, did you watch the first season of Legends or whatever?
I was towards the end of it. Like,
do you remember that episode where they go to I think it's like 2040 Star City or whatever?
Yeah. Where he had his son was the Arrow.
Yeah. So kind of, I was like, hey, it's continuity now.
Yeah, exactly. I just thought that you know, he had another child instead of baby Sarah. That was a dope episode though, you know. His name was like, fuck it.
I mean, Legends gets it right now and then. I mean, this last season of Legends is not too bad. There's some crazy time travel shit. Their time travel is still kind of fucked up and logical. It still works. Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know. I was watching season 1. I don't know if I finished it. Rip Hunter, I don't know, man. He was pissing me off, man. I can't stand that dude sometimes, you know?
You'll love Rip Hunter. Even though he's like absent most of the episodes. That might be like the first half of the season basically trying to find because something happens to the Wave Rider and they have to all split up throughout time.
Because I wondered why he wasn't in the crossover episode, so I was like, okay, where the fuck is Rip at?
They still didn't find him.
Yeah.
At that point.
Firestorm is definitely probably one of my favorite parts of that show. You know, so the actor's decent. You know, he's up and coming. You know, international black actor. So I'm like, whatever. You know, it's dope. Like I said, just Firestorm in general is a super fucking powerful character. So, you know, he's dumb powerful. So
in the crossover, they definitely show how powerful he is. Because he's the one who fucking actually transmogrifies. Like, oh shit, you have to get to see this power.
Yeah, like trust me, like he's fucking. But yeah, so he's dope. He actually has a pretty dope part in Injustice 2 as well. So that's dope. Just to go to show how, like, because, you know, when I first heard of him, like I said, you know, just like everyone else, I thought he was just a fire character. Like, you know, Human Torch. Hell no. He's on a whole nother level.
I think he was in Brave and the Bold a lot. Batman Brave and the Bold. If you want to learn about some obscure fucking DC characters, watch that show.
They have a Blue Beetle Brave and the Bold.
Yep, Blue Beetle's in there, Morpho, Black Lightning.
I know they had Red Hood in one episode. I think that's one of the main episodes I used to see all the time.
Pretty good show.
Yeah. I actually have a Brave and the Bold t-shirt. It's actually pretty fresh.
Aquaman's hilarious in that show.
Yeah. But yeah, like Martin Stein and you know, Homeboy, like just Firestorm, they're dope. The dude who plays Martin Stein, like he's pretty cool. I like him.
Oh, he's a solid actor.
Yeah. So yeah, I like him a lot. Sarah, I don't really care about. I don't care about Adam. I don't know if Alt Girl's still in there. I don't know how I feel about her entirely. Still not the biggest fan. And like
no, she leaves after the end of the first season.
Yeah, and then like I said, fucking Captain Cold, he was good, and Mick Rory was good, but then again, it's like, damn, these niggas are villains though. But
dude, yeah,
like Heat Wave, yeah,
you'll see. Yeah, there's a lot to happen.
Yeah, like I said, I remember like him and Heat Wave getting like, I remember Heat Wave was Chronos. I did see that part. That was pretty cool, which was hilarious. Cause I'm like, man, he's been following you guys the whole time, bitch ass nigga. Just mad hilarious. But like I said, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm sure. Like after watching the crossover episode, I'm like, yeah, there's a bunch of shit going on. I don't know. So how did they explain Diggle and Baby Diggle Jr. in Arrow? Did like one episode everything just changed? Did one episode like they have an earthquake or some shit and things were different? Like how did they explain that to the Arrow people?
It's already changed. Like everything's already changed. So the only reason they knew they had it all different instead of a daughter having a son is because Flash told them that episode. That's the only reason.
Yeah, so that makes entire sense because obviously he went back to Felicity and said that. But I'm saying like to the people who only watch Arrow, they really just do it like that?
Yeah. Like it's just like of course you don't even see his kids really in that show now.
Yeah.
Like, really. You don't really. I'm pretty sure that's like the only major change.
Yeah.
That happened.
Yeah. I can see it. But yeah, I always wondered that too because I stopped watching Arrow, so I was like, okay, so did they have like a bomb go off? Did Barry show up on one of their episodes and just be like before the crossover? You know what I mean?
I think pretty sure. Yeah, that's pretty much what happens. Alright, I'm thinking, is that the episode of Flash where he runs all the way to Star City and talks to Felicity about everything that happened?
Yeah, that's
Flash, right?
Yeah, that was in Flash.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. Because that's when he says, "Oh, she's got a daughter, she's got a kid." Oh, yeah, that's his son. Yeah,
like he has a son.
That's it.
Yeah.
They just let arrows be arrow.
Because my thing was once I saw they had Flashpoint going on and things were going to be different, I'm like, okay, does this change just the Flash? Like, because I thought of it like maybe it's just like a radius. Star City was too far away to get affected by it. You know what I mean? So everything would be the same over there. So it's like halfway self-contained. Yeah,
but I think nothing really changes for Legends though, because they're constantly looking at the time.
Oh yeah.
Dude, they're constantly like Martin Stein. They even go back and talk. Martin Stein even talks to himself when he's younger, and he actually he actually has a daughter that he never had when he goes back to 2016.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that wasn't a crossover episode. Never mind.
Yeah, that was in the crossover. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want to hang out with him, but he found out she's actually smart.
Yeah.
She's an
apparition. Yeah.
Rick Morty. He think me, I'd be cracking up. Alright, well, I guess that's it, right?
Yeah, that's definitely it. We got a beefy ass episode. A lot of nerd talk. Definitely time codes. They'll definitely be popping. I think we're sitting like 2 hours and 40 minutes at least streaming. But so the episode will probably be like 2 hours and 30 minutes, which is kind of similar to what they've always been. But yeah. So who knows? Like I said, I'm trying to crank this bitch out. I want it up tomorrow, and who knows? Like maybe we can start writing shit down during the week, and like we can start doing this weekly. That'd be extremely lit. But regardless, But hey man, BurgerMilk Lounge boys.
Alright, BurgerMilk Lounge. We need to get a theme song. We need to write a theme song.
Yeah, so who knows? That's another thing I do want to work on. So we can talk about that shit like as soon as we end this if you want.
Also, we need to figure out what we're gonna do about a Q&A. I want to do a Q&A, but we need leave comments. So
Yeah.
any question, I'll literally answer any question about anything. Anything.
Good.
Yeah, but send it off and then I'm gonna stop the stream and then we out of here.
All right. Well, we're definitely now leaving the BurgerMilk Lounge. We're currently closed. Until next time, we'll see you people. Same dimension, same time, same channel.
All right, peace.
Goodbye.